watched the feature.
What
he
up?
Said, listen,
What up,
this
everyone?
guy hits hard. He's
Dana White's
tough.
talking
He's this.
already.
He's that. And this guy
So
has
we're gonna
a dream.
kind of react to it
but
real quick.
My fight IQ will win this fight. He said that in the combo feature, and that's exactly the way it played out.
Two other questions for me. One,
Kevin Iole.
you were so high on Anderson Silva during his run.
What up, Ganscow?
Lost to Israel, but he's beaten probably a better quality opponent than
Hank's
Anderson
here.
did in
Dylan's
that
here.
run, especially in the first
Kobe's
part of that
here.
run.
What up?
How do you think this run of Alex's compares to what Anderson did at that point?
There's no doubt.
We're just
what
gonna
this guy
react
has done is unbelievable.
to Dana real
just
quick,
if
and then
you
we'll
wanna
get into it.
compare, the way he's done it. The way he's done it. I mean, this guy destroys everybody.
And then the last question: what did you think of the judging in the co-main event? I mean, it seemed to me.
I thought the judging tonight was atrocious.
Yeah.
Felt like I was at a boxing match in Ireland tonight.
Right here.
Yeah.
Obviously, one of the appeals of Alex is he fights pretty regularly, like almost like he's like 300, 303, and now Salt Lake. After a fight like this, at some point, I know you like fighters that are active, but you just kind of have to tell them to like maybe pump the brakes for a little bit, especially after a fight like this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this guy. I mean, this guy always wants to fight. He's 38 too. It's not like he's 28 and he's got this many fights. But I don't know. We'll see how it all plays out.
And I know you just said the judges were atrocious, but what did you make of the Mario Bautista Jose Aldo fight?
I thought the judging was atrocious tonight. I'll just leave it at that. It was atrocious.
Kayla Harrison, obviously a lot of people thought she would kind of run through her opponents when she came to the UFC, had a hard-fought decision win over Ketlin. What did you make of her performance?
Agreed.
And then obviously you showed her on the split screen when Juliana was getting the belt wrapped around her waist.
Yeah, it's when you get here, and I say it all the time, when you start to break into the top 5, the top 3, it gets tougher, and Juliana and Raquel are both dogs. I mean, they're dogs, so
they're dogs.
And Kayla did a lot of she carried a lot of the promotion for this fight specifically, even in kind of the event. I mean, she drew a lot of numbers on social and media day. And if you kind of compare it to like Michael Chandler, MVP, even Ben Askren, when they all came over, like they just kind of hit the ground running, promoting wise. Like they want to do all of
What
it
up, Juiceman?
They carry the pressers.
I agree.
Is that them turning it on when they get to the UFC, or do you recognize this before? And that's
I don't know if it's turning it on, but it's just another level when you get here. They feel it, you feel it. You fucking rot away in the PFL for years or the fucking Bellator and shit, and then you finally get here, you feel it.
And then not the judging, but what did you make of the referee in the Cesar Almeida Iho Pretaria fight where he kept resetting them? There were like 4 eye pokes. There was a low blow.
Yeah, I missed that. I was in my room and we were talking to people, and I know, but Ratner walked in right after it happened, and I was like, yeah, that ain't happening again tonight.
And then I'm curious your take on this, because I asked Roman and Kayla about this in the Roman Leeds Kevin Holland fight when he broke his ribs. Kevin's coach was asking, like, do you want to continue? Do you want to continue? And the commentary felt it should be on the coach to make that call, because fighters are going to want to fight through it. And it might not look good because they might not want to fight. But
are they his competition, though?
Throwing the towels, and it should be the coaches that decide their fighter shouldn't fight. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know the story. I don't know.
No, I'll be right back. Let me get some water.
I didn't hear it, and I don't know what happened. But
it looks like he broke his ribs on like turning, and then when he stood up, he was like, I broke my ribs.
I don't know if he broke or popped a rib. I don't know if we know. Let me see if I got that information here. No, I don't. I don't have that info, but popped, broke. I don't know, but yeah, it's tough to maneuver around with a popped. It doesn't even have to be broken. All you got to do is pop that cartilage in between the ribs.
All right,
no fun.
Dana, going back to that Aldo fight, in the third round, Mario came out and sort of went for a takedown. Referee separated them, immediately goes straight for the takedown again. Do you think the referee could have been more active in quitting on the stalling there?
I always think that the referee should be more active on that, 100%, especially when somebody keeps doing it to stall. And you guys aren't going to fucking let up on this, are you? I guess we'll get into it. I don't know if you're judging on a guy, whether it's control, if it's this or that. If you're not trying to fight, how do you win the fight, right? And if you're looking at attempted takedowns, well, what about stuffing the takedowns? It's just madness.
There is a difference between offensive grappling and just wasting time.
100%.
And it's not just the referees that need to recognize
Right.
but clearly the judges as well.
When you can tell that the guy doesn't want to stand and strike and just wants to stall against the fence. Yes, the refs, that's their job. They're supposed to see it. When they see it continually happening and that the guy is.
All right. I want to see if he announced the bonuses.
I was going to say, do you, obviously.
Nah. All right. Well, I'm already tired of that. Let me pull up the results here. Sorry, Dana kind of snuck up on me just now. I was thinking he would show up a little later, or the stream for the post show, the post fight press conference would be a little later. Okay, so first of all, let me get this up. UFC 307 just took place. We're here going to break it down a little. And then the show will get very interesting here soon. Let me get the banner up. First of all, like and subscribe. We're giving you guys almost 7 shows a week. A lot of that is due to Hank's work. We're doing a show on tomorrow. We do this show. Hank just got done with the Fight Companion. He does Contender Series. Wednesday, he has a live chat. Thursday, we do our preview show. Friday, sometimes I'll do something, Fairtex fight. Sometimes there's a Fight Companion to do. 7 fucking days a week, we are streaming, you guys. So give us a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I know most of you are. We're getting a nice little fan base going. I fucking appreciate each and every one of you very much. All the people that hung out with me last night for K1, you guys are legends. But anyway, UFC 307 just took place, and Alex Pereira is your victor. He knocks out Khalil Roundtree in the 4th round. Was an interesting fight. Was a very interesting fight, actually. In the first 2 rounds, Khalil Roundtree was doing damn fine work. He was pressuring Alex Pereira. He was staying just inside of the edge of Alex Pereira's power. And he was staying close to where he could get his power shots off. And he was pressuring the shit out of Alex Pereira and giving Alex a lot of trouble, honestly, and just fighting smart, looking good. As Dylan said, he dropped Poatan. He did. He is credited officially. Okay, I don't think knockdowns are on this for some damn reason. He dropped Alex. Alex came out immediately and threw a flying kick. It was super interesting. As Juiceman says, I had it 2-0 Clowntree. I had 2-0 Khalil Roundtree heading into the 3rd. 100%. And he was catching Alex. He was catching him at times. His power looked good. I truly believe that the pressure that he implemented is what started to slow him down. And it made Alex be able to come back. And Alex stayed consistent. And I thought it was masterful how he decided to finish this. Dylan says the score stats are a lie. I don't know if there's no knockdowns on this. Oh, yes. 1 knockdown. He's actually credited with no knockdown. But anyway, I thought that Alex was masterful the way he finished him in the 4th. He hurts Khalil. Khalil starts backing up. I think that Khalil, he didn't have any more steam left on his punches. I think the pressure got to him and sort of tired him out. Alex just started to dismantle him, picked him apart, lands a knee that really bothered Khalil after he had already been cut up. He was bleeding like crazy. He was wearing white shorts, blood all over his shorts. The commentary team had even said that they'd gotten some blood splattered on them. But I just really liked how patient Alex was in finishing Khalil Roundtree. All credit to Khalil Roundtree. A lot of people I knew just completely counted him out. And I officially picked Alex to win by knockout. In the 3rd round, it happened in the 4th. But I did give Khalil a chance. I christened him the Kickboxer's Bane in the lead up to this fight. And that's what he had been. He knocked out Gokhan Saki, longtime Glory legend, maybe even former champion Glory. I'm honestly not sure right now. But yeah, he fought well in the first couple rounds, and then Alex Pereira just picked him apart, man. He lands that knee that really bothered Khalil. Khalil fought back with no power or anything on his punches, and Pereira stayed calm and just expertly picked him apart and patiently did it too. I love the finish. Khalil Roundtree goes down. Just took too much damn damage, man. It was sick. It was sick, though. I loved it. And the real talk of this fight, in my opinion, after this, is you guys gotta stop the light heavyweights of the UFC. Gotta stop playing this game with Alex, where they think they're gonna just knock Alex out, on the feet. And it's not going to happen for you. If you choose to kickbox with Alex Pereira, you might hurt him. You might catch him with some shots. But ultimately, if you play into his game, he is going to beat you. I want to pull up Alex's last couple fights just to kind of show you what I mean. And I think you guys already know. But so he now improves to 9-1 in the UFC. Knocks out Khalil Roundtree tonight. Knocks out Yuri Prochazka. Knocks out Jamal Hill. Knocks out Yuri Prochazka before then. Goes to a split decision with Jan Blachowicz. Gets knocked out by Izzy. Before that, he gets a TKO on Izzy. Knocks out Strickland. Decision with Bruno Silva. Knocks out Andreas Michailidis. That was his first fight in the UFC. Guys, of course, Israel Adesanya would lose to Israel, a striker of, I personally wouldn't say like the same sort of ability as Alex, but definitely enough kickboxing acumen to be able to finish a guy like Poatan. Hurt him in the first fight, knocks him out in the second, definitively. But other than that, man, like and I think that, and honestly for me, like that made me leery of picking him up a weight class. But as Hank says, light heavyweight chin Alex is different. Like he got hurt at 185, and I think that plays true. You just can't play this kickboxing game with him. Sean Strickland, oh, Glory's bullshit. I'm gonna go in there and knock him out. Gets folded. You gotta wrestle Poatan. You have to wrestle Poatan. There was moments in this fight where Alex was beating the shit out of Khalil. And in my mind, I'm like, dude, just shoot a takedown. Just try to shoot a takedown. In this fight in particular, Khalil never once, I mean, look at this. No man is even credited with a takedown attempt. If you're hurt, you got to try to take this fucking man down. And they won't do it. They won't do it. They want to strike. And this is what happens when you choose to strike with Alex Pereira. So the stats officially read like this. 1 knockdown, Alex is credited for. Khalil did score a knockdown of his own, but total strikes, 129 out of 211 to 62 of Khalil. Alex Pereira doubled him up on significant strikes and total strikes. You can see that Alex Pereira was mainly headhunting in this fight. Lots of headhunting, lots of hooks, not a lot of jabs. Body shots. A lot of these came in the last round. He could not knock down Khalil with any punches to the head, and so he switched it up to the body very smartly. Stayed consistent with the leg kick, and the body kick was there as well. Masterclass performance in the last 2 rounds, in my opinion, from Poatan. Magomed Ankalaev is the only guy that I see that would be able to stop him, and even I'm not fully confident in his chances either, because we've seen Ankalaev do some dumb shit in the cage, have boring fights. I do think that Ankalaev is our only hope, and if he can't do it, and when I say our only hope, I'm not saying like I want Alex to fucking lose, right? But seriously, it's like he's the only guy that I could see able to beat this guy. If not him, Artem Vahitov, the guy he fought last in kickboxing, former Glory light heavyweight champion, is for a belt. He's making his debut on Tuesday, and Dana White Contender Series. I think if he wins that fight, just fucking toss him in there with Alex. Fuck it, right? He got to win. Whatever. I understand that's not probably what's going to happen, but that's the only other guy, man. That's the only other guy that could possibly do it. Alex runs the division if he beats Magomed. New Silva era. Ankalaev is the only one this year upcoming. Lane, what's up, bro? He says Alex not sticking around for another defense. He's looking at heavyweight. Wouldn't hate that either. that's definitely a new interesting angle. Just as far as light heavyweight's concerned, though, truly believe that Ankalaev is the only guy to get it done against him. So that was your main event. In our co-main event, we had a terrible fight between Juliana Pena and Raquel Pennington. It was a close fight. 5 minutes of control time for Juliana and 2 takedown attempts. And the takedowns and submission attempt, she started with 1. It got kind of close. Striking numbers, same amount of significant strikes. Pena largely hand hunting. Raquel Pennington did a lot of good body work. Pena wins. A lot of people are split on who should have won. Don't really care. This fight was terrible. I thought it was a close fight. Could have went either way. Ultimately, Pena gets it done. Honestly, not much to say. Oh, I'm actually glad that Juiceman said that. Pena first 3 rounds. I think that's fair. And I think that Pennington definitely... I mean, she hurt Pena in the last 2 rounds. So she definitely should be getting those rounds. She's not... Oh, she's credited with 1 knockdown. One of those came in the last 2 rounds. Lot of people calling Khalil Bangkok ready Roundtree straight faced in the post already. Oh, okay. So that was your co-main event. Whatever. Kayla Harrison's probably next for her. You then had another controversial decision where I thought it was another close fight. I thought that there's definitely a time where Aldo was piecing up Bautista. Bautista officially gets the splitty. But I did think that he won overall. Aldo had some good work cutting Bautista. But somebody said that he took from Merab's game plan and he just fucking held Jose Aldo against the cage for most of the fight. But that's not all he did. I thought he looked good in the striking. Aldo came back with some knees and some good punches. But definitely, I think that he started slow. I'm actually really happy that Mario Bautista won. He got booed like fucking crazy. Understandably, the fight was not super fun. But I don't know, man. I mean, he did what he had to do. Roman Dolidze knocks out Kevin Holland after the first round. Kevin Holland messes up his ribs, but Roman Dolidze was beating the shit out of Kevin Holland. Had that 2.5 minutes of control time in the first round. I'm gonna take this fucking beanie off. It's been hot. And he fucked him up. I said going into this fight that both of these men are very inconsistent, and it just depends on which guy shows up from either side. Roman Dolidze, man, he gets it done. Kevin Holland can't fight anymore. A lot of people shitting all over Holland, saying he's a quitter. If your ribs fucked up, you can't fight. Everyone's shitting all over Kevin Holland, but the thing is he'll bounce back, and then we'll all be going, "Oh shit, Kevin Holland's the shit," so people are just very reactive when it comes to Kevin Holland. Never going to be a champion, but he makes for interesting cannon fodder, and at times he delivers good finishes, man. So I'm not too down on Kevin Holland. I did pick Roman to get this fight done, but anyway, Kayla Harrison versus Ketlen Vieira took place. A lot of people expected Kayla Harrison to just steamroll Ketlen Vieira. I said that Ketlen was the toughest opponent that Kayla Harrison has ever fought outside of Larissa Pacheco. And I think that held true in this fight, though you couldn't make a case for Ketlen to win. One judge did officially give her 1 round. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but I wasn't watching the fight super close. But Kayla Harrison struggles. She struggles with Ketlen Vieira. She largely wins most of the fight, but he broke his rib. Who was shitting on him? A lot of people calling Kevin Holland a quitter. Whatever. So, yes, my rib, Tyron Woodley style. Anyway, Kayla Harrison struggles with Ketlen Vieira. I do question, and this fight to me was like a very big fight in terms of what's Kayla Harrison's championship. What's she going to look like against the champions? Now, again, bantamweight is not a deep division in the UFC. But nonetheless, Kayla Harrison gets it done. There was definitely times where she got pieced up by Ketlen. I thought she broke her nose, and she had a massive hematoma over her forehead. But ultimately, I mean, I thought she won just about every round. So, Good for her. Stephen Thompson gets knocked out cold by Joaquin Buckley. I thought Stephen Thompson was looking fantastic in the first 2 rounds. In that 3rd round, he just gets folded by Buckley. Not much to say. Buckley's pressure and game plan led him to that point. I think that he was knockout or bust, and he gets a knockout. Good for him. He gets a win. Rodriguez versus Lucindo. Close fight. Marina did very good, but she got out wrestled by Lucindo, and Lucindo deserved this win. She definitely picked it up and started throwing some spinny shit, landing good strikes. Hernandez beats Hubbard. A lot of people calling this a robbery too. You guys are never pleased with any fucking fight. Alexander Hernandez and Austin Hubbard, not very high level guys, but definitely scrappers. And I thought they put on a good fight. Alexander Hernandez gets the win. I thought he was landing more of the strikes of consequence, and he definitely outstriked Austin Hubbard. I mean, 91 strikes to 65. Cesar Almeida versus Ihor Potieria was a weird fight. I really thought Cesar would get the knockout. He doesn't. He kind of struggles with Ihor Potieria. Ihor looks fucking pretty damn good, but he was poked 4 times in the eye, and I hated that shit, man. It was definitely a weird fight. All right, we're getting some comments now. Bro, I got my ribs kicked in high school. That shut me down instantly. Kevin is a warrior. 100%. I fucking got body shot KO'd skating a ledge. Trying to do a back 5-0 on a ledge. Slipped out. Bang! Okay. Hank's... I'm just a skate park supporter, Hank. Why call me... Skate tank supporter. Why call me names? Yeah. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into all that stuff. I agree with the Hernandez decision. We're going to get into all that stuff. We're going to give Hank his time to talk about the card, and we're going to talk a little more, and then we'll just kind of hash out everything. So stick around. It'll be very interesting. Yeah, Cesar Almeida gets it done. Definitely doesn't look great against Ihor, but nonetheless, he gets it done. Ryan Spann submits Oven St. Preux, 41-year-old Oven St. Preux. He hurts him. Club and sub. Good win for Ryan Spann. Not much to say there. Carla Esparza retires. Thank everything that's holy in the UFC. I thought she won the fight. She looked better than this fight than any fight I've ever seen of her. Beat the hell out of Tisha Torres, Pennington, whatever the fuck. But they robbed her, and I'm actually kind of happy that they did. But honestly, this decision was dog shit. Trash. Carla should have won. She didn't. Tisha gets the win. Can't really justify it, but whatever. Next fight was Court McGee subbing Tim Means in round 1. So that is basically your results, man. Carla got robbed, IMO. 100%. She got robbed. Those are the results. The card overall was pretty bad. Pretty bad. The main event delivered. That was a great fight. But I don't know, man. I thought this card was not very good, and we kind of knew that heading in. I gave it a chance. I said, hey, look, could be interesting. I'm not a Dana White, dick rider, but the card was pretty bad. I'm probably going somewhere in the 6 range, but that's kind of what I always go for. I think I'm a little sour and jaded on the UFC as a whole. But yeah, card was decent. Whenever Hank's ready to hop in, we'll get his reaction to this. And then we'll kind of hash some things out because we're having some issues. So, but yeah, I mean, overall, like a 6-ish. The main event was good. That's all that really matters, right? Kevin Holland gets... I think the main card really was pretty bad, and I think that kind of soured the rest of the card, when the main card doesn't deliver, we all have that bad taste in our mouth, I guess, so looks like Hank is here. What is up?
I'm doing all right. And definitely, if you were expecting depressed sleep paralysis, Hank, after 306, unfortunately, you would be mistaken because the main event delivered.
Reinvigorated you.
Yes, exactly. Put me in a good mood. And also just feeling like I healed myself because I did lash out a little bit, and we'll talk about that. And I felt a little sorry about it, and I reconciled with a few people. So I felt better. overall. And honestly, it's Pena and Pennington. I was just happy to see one of those fighters lose. I actually wasn't in the worst mood before the raid, but after the raid, that's when my mood started to switch.
So you think that there was a raid? Explain that to me.
After the loss, I saw Isha show up. You were there. Striking Ace was there. Some people that I'd never seen before were there. It was just like a bunch of people showed up. Like it was at least like 5, 6, 7 people, and they all came in at the same time. Maybe they were expecting the crash out, like you said, and it was all just like a random thing. But I thought it was like interesting that Isha was there, so I thought it was like a City Life Project raid or something.
So I think that you think that I sent those people there.
I was mistaken if that's
Okay.
not the case.
Yeah, it's definitely not. I definitely did say that I was hoping Pena would win just to see your reaction. And I said that here on the preview show as well.
Right.
So, but overall, give us your thoughts about the card.
I really didn't enjoy it. I didn't like the early prelims or the prelims. The main event at least had some memorable results, but God, just some of the reffing, some of the judging, that combined with the UFC's overall matchmaking for the main card, like there was a lot to just sour on for this one. Like, I personally thought that Tisha Pennington versus Carla Esparza was a closer fight.
Okay.
I have Esparza winning like 3 rounds, so therefore, like, it's a robbery. I thought she at least won round 3, and then she might have won round 1. There seemed to be a split in like reactions to the first round, so I think it was a closer fight than people like thought at first. So I don't think it's a robbery. And then Maida fucking shit the bed, had a really bad performance against Ihor Baterio, got super lucky with the scrambles. Hernandez versus Hubbard wasn't all that. I mean, that was a solid fight.
It was a good fight.
Yeah, and I thought that Hernandez won that as well. But then I thought that Marina Rodriguez won against Yasmin Lucindo.
Okay.
And that went the other way. Just so many fucking splitty cities.
I'll be honest, I didn't watch this card very closely. The fights weren't all that good, and I just kind of tuned out a lot of it.
I think we needed Kayla Harrison to deliver with the finish to prove that she's like really the number 1 contender and someone to
that's all she's been talking about since she's been at the PFL.
Get her belt, and then she goes to a unanimous decision with Ketlin Vera. And to be fair, she was able to get on top in round 1 and deliver some punishment, some good stuff in the first round. But after that, she got super lucky. She got that takedown.
It was a tough fight.
Because honestly, if she hadn't have gotten any takedowns in the third round, I could have seen Vera actually winning that fight if she kept it on the feet. But Harrison got super lucky, much like Almeida got super lucky. And then Kevin Holland having like the worst possible finish you could have to that fight, where it was just like, oh, it didn't even happen during the fight, it happened afterwards in the rib, but he's not, cut over the eye, but they still have to stop it anyway, and Holland's ready to fight. Is just I hated that. And then to see Aldo versus Merab get reenacted,
that's was my biggest point in the preview show, is they gotta stop booking Aldo at altitude, man. Like, nobody's gonna fight at their best.
Yeah, and you're going to do it against a wrestler, too. I seriously think they don't want Aldo to be in a big spot against someone in the top 5 or 10. I don't
think Mario Bautista is a wrestler, per se. He has good grappling. He's definitely a complete MMA fighter.
Right.
He held his own, though, in the striking at times against Aldo.
Yeah.
I think Aldo certainly did win the striking largely.
Yeah.
But
enough to argue that he could have won the third round.
Yes.
Yeah, but then it was just, he's leaning him up, but he can't get him down, and now he's going to knee him just like Merab did over and over again. And that just, dude, you thought that my crash out after Pena versus Pennington was bad. I was literally crying during the third round and cried afterwards because I knew that. I didn't see Aldo throw down the gloves or take them off, but I was really just sad that Aldo had been punished by the UFC for beating.
I'm happy that he lost. I want to move the division forward, but
I know. But
so you're saying you actually shed tears?
Yeah, so I was already in a bad mood going into the co-main event.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's insane.
I think Aldo's a legend, and I think he was done dirty, and they successfully got away with it. So I was just pissed at the whole event, even before the fight even started, that they even made that matchup. So that piled up with everything else that just pissed me off.
Did you think that the Pena versus Pennington fight was a robbery because a lot of people did think. I think I did hear in your chat that you said it was a close fight.
Yeah, it was super weird because I personally thought that Pena won the first round, but then I see a bunch of tweets happening during the second round from, you got your Bronstetter, you got your Sean Sheeran, and nobody's saying that Pena won the first round. And I'm just like, what? They didn't even have a split. I guess Pennington won. I guess there was something that I missed. I don't think I missed shit. I think Penny still won that first round, and then she won the second, and then she won the third. But then the knockdown convinced us, she still has a chance.
Mm-hmm.
One of those, rounds was closer than we thought. Maybe it really is,
and
maybe tied going into the fifth, but it wasn't.
If there's late knockdowns in the fourth and fifth, there was in this particular fight, that's always stuck in the mind of MMA fans. So they're gonna think like the story of the fight was really won by Pennington, but Pena, as far as judging the rounds, wins the fight.
It's just like Diaz rocking Leon Edwards. So, you can possibly give it to Nate Diaz. No, you can't give it to Nate Diaz. He didn't win rounds 1 or 2.
Exactly. So the main event, your thoughts on the main event?
Great fight. Helped me like recover from the last 2 fights, and great stuff. But dude, it was getting to that point where I legit thought the card was cursed. It's like, oh my God, we got Valentina and Merab winning the last pay-per-view. Now we're gonna fucking get Pena and Khalil Roundtree on this pay-per-view. This is the worst fucking year in UFC history, is what I was thinking. Roundtree, to give him credit, did fantastic against Pereira in those first 2 rounds. I was amazed that he was able to counter him so much with that left hook, or he was trying to, especially when Pereira was throwing a head kick, that's when he fucked up. And that was when Khalil was hitting with a big right hand that was just dropping him. He did knock him down. So just to make that clear. And there are other times where he was stumbling him. This counter striking was on freaking point. And then whenever he rushed Pereira didn't do shit about it. His head was just stable as a fucking sign.
No head movement.
Yeah, head movement, Ronda. Head movement, Alex. But she had that Ronda Rousey head movement, and he paid for it in moments. It was actually reminding me a little bit of Yuri and Alex's first fight, when Yuri was pressuring forward and Alex was like, and kept getting hit with shots, backing up. And the thing is, and you and I know it, that his light heavyweight chin is better than his middleweight chin, and he doesn't go down easily when he's up a weight class.
In kickboxing, you can do this, and the gloves are so big that you can block a lot of those shots, but you can't do that in MMA. You're going to get tagged around the guard. So I think that plays into a lot. Alex backing up like this and just getting tagged with shit. It's not a good look, but fucking A, dude. It makes for some exciting fights.
Right. For sure. And it was super exciting. And then I noticed from the start that Khalil was like standing and leaning against the fence after the first round. It was sort of, it was like Leon. And he was just like, oh God, I'm beat. I have to stand. I can't sit, or I feel like I'm going to pass out. He was very explosive in those first 2 rounds, but it started to pay. He started to deal with the negative issues of that in the third round, especially when Alex was catching him with I think it was the switch knee up the middle. That he didn't look the same after that. He just started to back up more and more. I think his nose was busted. So that's, less oxygen from you at elevation, and you're going to slow down and you're not going to be as explosive. And third round and fourth round, he was just on the back foot constantly. And Alex, to be fair, to give him credit, he started at first, he was really reliant on that left hook, and it wasn't reliant on the leg kick either. He wasn't throwing them. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, Alex? You got the leg kick. He's a kickboxer. He's going to start to lean heavy on it if you hit him more times. He waited until the end of the third round, start of the fourth round to really hammer home the leg kicks. And I think it was way too late. If he'd have done it earlier, I think he could have got Khalil Roundtree out of there sooner, but he didn't. And then he was relying on the left hook, but then he started using the right way more often, then hitting uppercuts and knees up the middle, and started to grab Khalil's guard and hit him with the shot. He pulled the guard back and hit him with shots. And by that point, it was over. I think Khalil Roundtree started to really let go of his defense. He was more focused on surviving than anything else, and he gassed out, and it was over. And I think there was a comment from somebody that was interesting in our chat that said, if this wasn't at elevation, it could have been 3-2 Khalil instead of Alex Pereira taking the victory. I don't know how much merit there is to that, but it's definitely a possibility. It could have gone another way, especially with
what do you think about what I said about when Khalil was down bad in the last round? That if he would have just shot for a takedown, I'm not saying he would have like done anything with it, but he just never crossed his mind. Do you think that there's any merit to that?
Well, he said during the pre-fight press conference, like, "Oh, everybody's saying that my secret weapon is going to be me shooting the takedown or something." But let me tell you, I'm going to give you the fight that the fans want, and I'm going to be the fighter that I market myself to be. I'm not going to shoot a takedown.
What a dumbass!
He stayed true to that promise, and it cost him. If he shot the takedown, he could have gotten Alex down. But at the same time, Israel Adesanya was able to get him down a few times.
Not hold him.
Yeah, Jan Blachowicz was able to get him down, and eventually they kept gassing out by the time the later rounds happened. Sure. I think Alex Pereira probably would have knocked him out in the 5th round.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, there was no secret weapon like he promised. I never saw a secret weapon. What the fuck was
that? Card was good overall for altitude.
For altitude, but in terms of what you're seeing, it's bad. And Salt Lake City usually has bad cards.
Yeah. They need to stop going to Denver and Salt Lake City. But yeah, I mean, any like overall thoughts on the card, just in general?
I would say what's the best term I can say? It's like not delivering, shitting the bed. That's how I would describe most of the fighters on this card. Like disappointment. Like Cesar Almeida was supposed to have a big on ER Horpateria. He didn't get it done. Roman Dolidze and Kevin Holland was supposed to be some fucking decision back and forth. It happens, an injury. Kayla Harrison's supposed to get a big submission. She doesn't. A good surprise was that I thought that Buckley was just going to lay on Stephen Thompson the entire time for 15 minutes. That didn't happen. They ended up having a war, and Joaquin Buckley got the better of the war. That was actually a great fight, and he got a bonus as well for that KO. So good for Joaquin. And he actually had a good call out this time. Not a fucking Conor McGregor.
Who did he call out?
Kamaru Usman.
There you go.
Losses. It makes sense.
I don't think Kamaru would fight him, but that's a better call. That's actually like moving up the rankings, getting a name. You know what I'm saying? That's actually a good call out. So,
and then
for that reason.
And then fucking Court McGee of all people gets a random neck break of Tim Means. What the fuck, dude? The one thing I will say is that Ryan Spann, you didn't let me down this time, man. You didn't show negative fight IQ. You actually took him down and you subbed him. So he did what he needed to do, and now I can have a little faith in Ryan Spann.
You were like a huge detractor of this card to begin with. So it even under-delivered to your like expectations on that end?
Yeah, and just in terms of certain fighters who were supposed to deliver, or there's like, oh, this is a lock for this guy getting a finish. It seems clear. Like everything was in a fucking randomizer for this card, and it actually really wasn't pleasant. And I think Jose Aldo and Batista was just the cherry on top of the shit Sunday. By that point, I was done. I was checked out with the card.
Yeah, so I mean, I definitely gave the card a chance. I always have low expectations for the UFC at this point. But to me, again, like that's part of the reason why MMA is fun. Is we don't always know what's going to happen. Kayla Harrison's supposed to have this coming out moment in the eyes of most people, and she doesn't, you know, and I don't know. That's what I try to bring to this channel, though, is it's like, hey, look, this is all the fog of war, right? To add to the channel's name, right?
Exactly.
We're in the fog of war. We think this is going to happen, but I try to clear the weeds a little and go, hey, look, like Ketlin Vera is a tough opponent for Kayla Harrison. She's a big girl. It might not be as easy for her as we might think, and it wasn't. So overall, yeah, I mean, what's your rating on the card?
I personally think that Vera actually did win that second round. I thought it was 1-1 going into the third, but you could definitely argue that Harrison still won that. She just looked worse in the striking. I would give it a 5. A 5. I was thinking between a 4 and a 5, but I'll go with the 5 because there were some moments that were at least memorable. Like I did not expect any knockdowns in Pennington versus Pena, and we got a knockdown towards the end. So hey, I actually have a reason to invest in this fight now. Like I thought
Pennington just looks flabby. Like her last couple fights, she's looked flabby. She's not, you know, super in shape. I think that's kind of strange to me.
True.
But yeah, that was the card. We have some pressing issues to get to.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. So, I was cussed out in your live chat. And to be fair, I was antagonizing a little, but at the same time, like You had to have known that was coming a little bit from people.
little bit. Yeah, I wasn't expecting so many people though.
Okay, yeah, I did see one guy like, your picks are fucking trash. And you're like, fuck you, dude. Yeah, but I was cussed out pretty aggressively
I think my
by
problem is
you.
I think my problem is that I find one person who I really don't like, I get angry at them, and then I don't stop with them. I spread it out a little bit, and that was rash of me. I should have just
So
let it go with Jaden.
so I've been cussed out by you a few times now,
I
and
just
even if I'm upset with you, I will never and never have I ever just start cussing you out. I will never do that to you. I don't do that to anybody. I don't do that to the guys that I work with. You know,
Sure.
I'm in charge of them. Like I don't believe in cussing people out. So the problem is, if you're gonna cuss me out and then apologize and then just cuss me out later again and then apologize, like you're not actually sorry to me.
That's right. Yeah.
So
My dad tells me the same thing.
So I guess at one point you told me that you were gonna delete, or somebody was saying you're gonna delete the channel. And then you're like, no, I'm just saying that because I'm pissed. Then you referenced my K1 stream, saying that you heard everything I said. So what did I say that you had a problem with?
I didn't have a problem with what you said specifically. Especially like the first or 3/4 of it. It was only at the end that there was the one thing that ticked me, but you were just like you handled it like a pro, and that they were trying to lead you on and be like, yeah, you should fight for this, fight for that. And we obviously knew that there's no drama with us regarding money or splits. I was actually I don't even know how to feel about it, but it was like I respected that you respected the time that I put in and the investment I put into the channel in terms of like having more streams and putting more time into it. So I actually was happy that you did that, and I still thank you for having that response. The one part that I didn't like was when you were just like, and I notice he does these different streams, these different videos from what I do, and when we make it to this certain amount of, or when we get monetization, I'm just scared of what he's gonna do. For some reason that just ticked me because I felt like he didn't trust me in that moment.
Yeah, I mean, so again, and that's why we chose. I was like, fuck it, let's go on live. Let's fucking hash it out here. So you're getting some behind the scenes stuff. The channel is officially in your email, and we talked about all this stuff a few months ago when we really ramped up the content. Hank was like, hey, I'm gonna start streaming all the time and doing fight companions, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that until we're monetized and it's actually worth my time. I was like, I don't want you to eventually resent me for that. And the channel's in your email, right? You could just theoretically lock me out of it at any time.
But and even though I said what I said during that whole part where I lashed out,
deleting the channel,
I would never do that. I just want to let you know that I would never do that.
So and so that's kind of like, I'm like, dude, I don't really know. And when I say I don't know what he's gonna do, it's like, if we're monetized at first, we'll get like $3 a month, maybe 30 cents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For our views alone, we don't get that many views.
Yeah, that's in Malaysia.
So it's like we'll have to do the math on that, like figure out how much of the time we're both on screen, how much of the time I'm on screen. So it'll have to be a math game. But we already have a deal in place where it's like, hey, if somebody super chats you or sends you a Cash App donation while you're on stream, money goes to you. If it's for me, if while I'm on stream, money goes to me. If we're on stream together, it's 50-50. So, and that's where a lot of the money is going to come from. But again, monetization doesn't matter to me. At the current, and another thing is, I feel like you're starting to resent me for not streaming enough.
I'm not.
But you have commented a bunch of times like, hey, you're not even here. You're not even putting in the work. And it's like, dude, I already told you that that's not something I really want to do.
Well, I only did that when there were moments where it felt like you were like poking the bear a little bit or doing a taunt. And so I did do that back, but I only did it because, now I got to respond to him with something else. It's not like I just say that to you out of the blue or I'm feeling this and I'm just keeping it hidden deep down. It's more of like an impulsive thing, like I always do when I get angry with people.
But do you not see how that's a problem though? Like if you're gonna do that and be impulsive and cuss me out, and then apologize and then do it again. Like it just doesn't make sense. You know, like
I
you're
know.
obviously not sorry. And that's the thing is like I didn't watch the think tank. And like you said, rightfully, like I haven't watched it. I watched the first 7 minutes of your last one.
Yeah.
And it was so like, and I understand this is going to sound bad, but I was so like cringed out by it
Mhm.
because it was like a parody of an MMA channel. I thought like, I don't know. And I want to bring, and again, I'm just an asshole with a microphone. I fuck around all the time too.
Mhm.
I want to bring somewhat serious MMA coverage.
Yeah.
Hank does a different thing where he's largely making fun of a lot of things, which is fine, doing his impressions and stuff. But this particular time I watched the first 7 minutes, I was like, dude, this is like super cringe.
Mm.
And I realized that the only reason I'm thinking that is because I'm the other half of the channel. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
From the outside looking in, it probably doesn't seem that way. But I was like, dude, what the fuck? And especially with the way I do coverage and post-fight shows, it's completely different. And again, I did say in the K1 stream, we're going to change the name of the channel. It's going to reflect more of what we're doing. I think Skate Tank is run its course because everybody who knows us from individual channels that we are frequenting, that's why we started. That's why we did it. That I'm
Yeah.
obviously the Idaho Skatesman. He's Hank the Tank. But we're going to change the channel. It's going to reflect more of what's happening day to day on the channel.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I was just like, whoa, dude, this is like super childish, you know?
Mhm.
And that's fine because that's what you're doing. But just that particular stream, I was like, holy shit. And like you said, I'm not even there most of the time. I only watched 7 minutes of one fucking
Right.
live stream. So
Yeah.
that's just what I saw.
Mhm.
And I just thought it was super unhinged and kind of strange what I was seeing. But so that's that. That's my thoughts on just that part of it. Do you have any thoughts on that? As his internet cuts out. Perfect time. Oh, you're back. He's back.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Sorry. I'm back. Hey, guys. You look who's back. I'm back. I think that was just like an interaction where I felt like you'd like lost respect for me at that moment. So I felt sort of bad myself. Like he doesn't like what I'm doing. So maybe I'm setting a bad example for the channel. I started to feel like a little guilt over it almost, or feeling like I needed to change. And maybe in some ways I can make the show a little more serious for sure, but I'm glad that I had more context for it so that I don't have to brew over it that like, oh, he doesn't like what I do. He doesn't like my videos. It's just that he saw it from an outsider looking in, and it's not like oh God, Hank, this guy is a terrible co-host. I gotta get rid of him or change this about how he does things. It's not that. It's that you felt this way at the time and you were a little hesitant about it. And I'm glad that you addressed it and that you told me directly. So
yeah, and it's obviously like when I'm on the show and you're on the show, it's two completely different shows.
right.
And again, the new name change is gonna reflect that. I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
But when we're together, it's like the dynamic is fun for people. People love the show. Like it just, I mean, the 4 or 5 people that I talk to that actually watch the show, that I actually talk to, they like, dude, this shit's badass. But yeah, I mean, I definitely have a different style of the way I'm doing things.
Yeah,
And there's nothing
that's
wrong
okay.
with that. But yeah, just that particular time, I was like, this is like unhinged to Hank. This is getting insane. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just the biggest problem is the emotional response that you have to things
Yeah.
is just so out of line sometimes because again, like the cursing people out. And again, it's like if you're gonna curse people out and not just people in the chat, but like MMA fighters, right?
Right.
People in the industry, like you're gonna call them bitches, cowards, lying sacks of shit, hope that they just fucking drop dead. Like you're gonna get that back from people, not just me,
Right.
but people in the chat. They're gonna come after you are wrong about something or your pick doesn't hit.
Yeah.
And you feed into that so much that it literally like it fucks with you. Like you take this shit so serious that it bothers you after the show. Like I get calls from you all the time. where I have gotten calls from you a few times where you call me and you're like, I just got in an argument with this guy. And I'm like, oh shit, that sucks. Like, and you'll be like, I'm sorry. I hope that this doesn't reflect poorly on me. And I'm like, I don't fucking care. It's fucking MMA Discord. It's, like, what does that have to do with literally anything at all?
I care a little.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, you tell me like, this is my job. I have to do this. It's like, you don't have to do anything, bro. Like, you literally don't have to do anything. You realize that like the super chat money and the monetization money we get will be so minimal that it's not gonna make you're not gonna make a living off of it. Like, I hope that that's not the future you're looking towards.
No, I've been trying to get a job and I've been applying, but
I
can have a job and still do the podcast.
Yeah, and you just graduated college, so like,
yeah, exactly.
Whatever, right? Like,
right.
That's fucking sick. But at the same time, like, the level of seriousness that you bring to the show where you're cursing me out, like it's getting bad to the point where tonight you were like just going at me saying fuck you, and then after I left the chat, you told somebody you're gonna delete the channel, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, this is what Juliana Pena winning the fight is gonna make Hank delete the channel, like, and it's me. You called me a bully, so it's like that's the thing that is gonna end the show. You know what I'm saying? If that shit continues, like, you're just gonna continue to go off on people, like, I don't know, dude. That's like not healthy for you, and it's not healthy for the channel. It makes for some fun content, but damn, dude, like you're taking this way too serious, or to the point where you're telling me like you have to do this. It's your job. Like, this is not your job, dude. This is not your job. It's supposed to be a fun show. It's not supposed to affect you mentally.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you reap what you sow. Damn right. I'm gonna remember that, Hank. Did I say that? Yeah, I have no idea. But yeah, I not my best moment. And I think when people are egging me on, or there are moments where it's expected for me to get angry, I'm gonna try to be calm. I mean, I'll have my little entertaining moment or put on a character, but I'm gonna try to keep myself calm as much as possible, and especially not lash out at chat, because that's only gonna feed into it.
Yeah, definitely people are gonna antagonize you a lot more. And I mean, just even outside of the chat and Isha's chat or the Discord, like, you get into mad arguments with people, and that's what's gonna cause you to have people coming in and shitstorming you,
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's like I said, that's what's gonna end the channel and make you look bad in the public view. Again, we're still a small channel, but like, eventually it's like, dude, if that's the way you want to go with the channel, that's the kind of shit that worries me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, is this man's taking this shit so fucking serious that it's become personal. And it's not personal. It's MMA. We're just fucking around doing a stream. It's not serious, and you should take it as seriously as you want. But I think that it's just getting to the level where now I've been cussed out a few times and you've apologized, and I appreciate that. But if it's going to continue and I'm just going to keep getting cussed out and apologized to, then you don't really mean those apologies.
Right.
So, and on the other, and on my end, it's like, yeah, I have antagonized you a few times, but it's not like I'll never cuss you out or attack you personally. Like, again, I have said, like, and we got into it tonight where I'm like, you're like, hey, you don't even put in as much work as me. It's like, dude, I have a job. Like, you're like, this is my job, and I'm like, it's not, but I understand where you're coming from. But like, it's like, damn, like, I'm not trying to go super hard on you. And I just said, it's like, you just graduated college, you're figuring shit out, still a young guy. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's kind of part of the show, right? And we've talked about this off camera. It's like, dude, if we play into that a little bit and we go back and forth, that's gonna fucking be good shit for people, Right. You got to call me out and tell me, like, hey, I'm a stick in the mud. all I do is fucking skateboard on my stupid wheelie board. You know, I don't know shit about MMA, you know? That's fucking fine with me, but I'll never take it to the point where I'm cussing you out on fucking stream, you know?
I do have a question though. And again, I want to say to Dylan, because this is what I honestly feel the worst about, and I'm only feeling worse because of it. I'm saying Skate is right. You polarize me, so in turn, I will not participate here. And I'm sorry if I let you down, Dylan. But my question is, what is it with this Kobe Wiggles situation?
Oh, okay, so we'll get into that. So I think that if you're gonna have guys like that, you talked about how Isha has some less than reputable people in his stream. The guy's got 11,000 subscribers. Like, he's gonna let people do his thing. As far as Juice Man and Kobe getting into it, I think this really came to a head, right? It's like, dude, Kobe don't even watch him. If him and Juice Man are arguing about MMA, like, what say does Kobe even have? Like, they're gonna go back and forth and beef with each other. He's a kid. He's gonna get on here and cuss people out in the chat, and Juice Man's gonna give it back to him. Like, the guy has no standing in as far as an MMA topic is concerned. You know what I'm saying? Or like the quality of card. If he's not even watching the card, like he doesn't even watch MMA. It's like, why should we be? And that's kind of part of the think tank, right? It's like, are we doing a children's MMA show where we're getting like minors to watch our show? Is that the kind of fan base that we want to have in the future?
No. But I'm not saying that people who aren't interested in MMA or people who are interested in something else aren't able to participate in it. I don't think it should just be an exclusive club. At the same time, we got Capitan Rafuco's. He follows football. Whenever I hear him talk about MMA, there's things that I don't exactly get, or there's hardly.
Yeah, that was definitely some interesting stuff.
We still let him in here, and we still let him chat because he's
but
fun.
The difference is Kobe is a kid who does Wiggles content, children's show content, like.
Yeah, but I'm not going to let that completely absorb the channel or everything that I do. And I limit what he says. I can do an impression of this, and I'm like, okay, enough, Kobe. But you know, we should still be allowed to have some people who aren't exactly MMA fans come to the channel and enjoy our stuff. He's been more. I agree. In the channel longer than almost like I would say like 70% of the chat who's here right now, or who are at stream. Right,
but it's like, I don't know. That's where I go. I'm like, dude, like what? Like, we're gonna defend this kid, you know, like on an MMA channel. It's like, all right, man. Like, I don't know. And as far as the rabbit hole that Dylan and I went down, like, it was kind of funny. But again, the guy's a kid. He's gonna do fucking Wiggles content. There's a huge market we found for Wiggles content. He says Kobe is a kid that participates in perverse Wiggles content and bullies other kids. I have proof. It's true. I've seen the receipts, but that's kind of beside the point. What we do outside of here is sort of something else, unless we're committing a crime or fucking really fucking with other people that are involved in the community.
And I'm actually sort of. Why didn't Dylan tell me about this too?
Don't know.
So he didn't tell me. Thanks, Dylan.
And I didn't either. I guess that's kind of on me. I did hint at it a little bit before our last show.
Sort of pissed me off a little bit.
That's understandable. But it's just a thing of like, if he's gonna be in here interacting with the chat and people are gonna be cussing him out, like that's certainly not a good environment for him to be involved in. And I'm not sitting here trying to be like a role model for kids and be like a daycare center, but it's just facts. Like that's not a good place for dude to be. And you should tell him, like, dude, you're over your head. You're fucking arguing with fucking substance abuse or fucking Figueroa Street prowling juice man. Like, you know, dude, this is not where you need to be right now, bro. Like, you're a kid that's on this show. This is way out of your element, dude.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the point I was trying to make. It's like, I don't give a shit if somebody's in the chat like that doesn't do no shit about MMA that's trying to interact. Like, that's cool, but like like a hockey from home in this chat, I would have fucking banned a long time ago. Just being honest, it's like, dude, you're not even talking about MMA. People are getting annoyed with you. Like,
Yeah.
you're out, you know?
I think that's a one-time thing. I haven't seen him do it regularly.
Sure. And that's why I said it kind of came to a head today, just with everything involved. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think we've got it hashed out pretty good. It has been one fucking day. What do you mean, Dylan?
I don't know what, Dylan. We let you on the show like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I don't know why he said he wouldn't participate in the channel anymore. If that's what
You
that's
were
the case.
literally in our chat talking to us live on stream like yesterday, like the day before. Okay, so I just don't get it, especially when it becomes money involved in donations. Then it gets fucking heavy. So
As far
don't have to donate to us anymore. Okay.
Yeah. And to be fair, like Dylan has donated to the City Life. There was some beef going on. Dylan was kind of pissed, but he's back. I don't know, man. Uh-oh. Dylan is antagonizing. He says, yeah, you got weird today, you bozo. Circumstances change. Hey, that's fine, man. That's fine. Well, that's why we're trying to hash shit out tonight, right? Because we don't want it to ever get back to that point. And as Juiceman says, like, figgy juice. LMO, I didn't know he was a kid. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. You didn't know he was a kid. You assume that everybody watching MMA and participating in a channel like this would be an adult.
Right. Honestly, could have been the same thing with Anakin MMA.
No, I was addressing the beef that you had with Rigo, and Isha chose not to address it. And you understood why. We even talked about it. But you just didn't participate in the City Life project for just a little bit, but you're back. Dude, and shit, sometimes you just need time to cool off. So,
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I wanted to say I am sorry because that I said F you, Dylan. I didn't mean it. And I sincerely respect you as a friend. And if it weren't for you, I wouldn't even be here. Okay?
Neither of us would be.
Exactly. So I want to say, regardless of how you feel about what I did tonight, from the bottom of my heart, I always respect you, Dylan. And even though I said that word, I will always respect you.
But that's the thing, though, is like, and I addressed it earlier. It's like if you've cussed me out too, and Juiceman, like, and other people in the chat. It's like if you're gonna apologize now and then go and cuss us out again later, it's like, well, what's the point of apologizing?
Yeah.
He says I wasn't mad. I was disappointed. Yeah. No Show wants a StreamYard link. 16 at 6. I had a full-time job. Wow. No, we're talking about a different person in the chat. What's up, Fun Slow? Good to see you, though. Oh, Paradox is rating us. Hank called me a dumbass, and now maybe more apology awaits, Hank. I want to apologize for rooting for Carla. Well, you should apologize for rooting for Carla.
All right.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'll give the apology. I am sorry that there are times where I get angry at you, Juiceman, where I shouldn't, and I sort of stick the knife in where I shouldn't. I should respect your opinion. If you have, I will push back and say that if there are times where you're repeating something over and over again, I am going to tell you to try to change the topic to match with what we're doing on stream. But I'm not going to use it as like, oh yeah, you're a dumbass. I'm not going to get angry about it.
You said it was a hypothetical. Okay. So yeah, I mean, but again, it's like if you're going to be, and this is something that's interesting, is like you're the most. I was saying you could be polarizing. What the hell?
Yeah.
You're the most polarizing person on this channel, right? Because you're doing that on purpose. People don't like me that love you, King's World, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I'm trying to stay level. That's just kind of who I am in person anyway. But it's like, if you're gonna be that polarizing, and somebody like Juiceman's poking the bear, and me at times too, right? Like you called me a bully tonight. If people are gonna be poking you, they know that you're polarizing, and that's gonna come out of you. So it's like that's if you're gonna put that out there, it's gonna come back on you, you know. Immortal says, drop the beef. Hank once called me something too, but I come to find out he's just a good dude. And fuck yeah, he's a good dude. I don't, dude. No chill. I question whether you're gonna be serious when you come on the show. You're probably just gonna troll us and be MMA Joey again. No,
like
there's
You know?
no beef. That's why we've been talking for 30 minutes about this. It's like there's no beef. Like we're just trying to figure out where we're gonna go moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause shit got fucking crazy tonight.
I know.
So
At least I tried to keep my cool for most of it, but I think maybe after Aldo and Pena Pennington, I snapped. But even then, I had no reason to get as angry as I did. So I got to just work on my anger issues.
but it's happened before though.
I know.
And it's like you apologized before, but then it happened again tonight. So it's like I guess
What's the
I guess
solution?
I mean, in my opinion, it would be like, and I've been saying for the past few weeks, like MMA is supposed to be fun. You know, it's like it's not fun at all for you at a lot of times, and it affects you mentally. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I would never curse you out. I never have, never will. There was an I think our second show.
Mm-hmm.
Hank was going off on a tangent. I was going off on a tangent, and we ended the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm not going to just be interrupted and disrespected is how I felt. But at the same time,
Yeah.
I think we've kind of learned each other's chemistry better.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely in the past. But at the same time, it's like you asked me what the solution is. I would say, don't make this your whole life, man. Like, don't make this your whole life. Don't make streaming your whole life, because it's not gonna be.
Right.
If it is, you'll get very lucky.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like, this cannot be your whole life, and you cannot get that emotional over streaming. Would be my solution.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, like, I can see a time where after this, like, you're just gonna cuss me out again, and then you'll say, fuck it, fuck this channel, like you kind of did tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess with that being said, it's like, what's your solution? What do I need to do different? Like, what do you? I don't know. Like, what's your solution?
I think I should take Mondays off, because when I have Mondays for Contender Series pick streams, I only have one day off, and that's Friday. That's the truth. I feel like I should make my picks not on Sunday, but I should have a fight companion on Tuesday, and I should show my picks there and allow myself 2 days off, because I remember after I had Monday off, I felt good. I felt positive.
Okay.
I was in good spirits. So I think I just need 2 days off. Maybe there might be a moment where I need 3. If there's circumstances that need it, I'll take 3 off. But I think just having 2 days where I can clear up my mind, where there's enough time between streams, I'm going to be in a good mood, and I should just know that there's going to be shit that's going to piss me off, and I just have to be reflective and just learn.
And that's good. That's good that you're realizing that. But like, even the way that you said it, you're like, I have to take Mondays off. It's like, dude, you don't have to stream any fucking day of the week. I mean, when we started this channel, it was 2 shows a week.
Yeah.
A preview. Give me 1 second.
I need some water.
We started the shows 2 streams a week, a preview before the card and a breakdown after.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do. And I think that's manageable. And sometimes even at times, like, that was hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
You look at Isha and Jay, they stream 1 to 2 and maybe 3 days a week.
Yeah.
So you're saying, I have to take Mondays off. It's like, dude, it's not even that serious where you have to take Mondays off. You could take every day of the week off and only do your fight companion and, you know, like the preview and breakdown. Like, it's not even that serious.
But it's also at the same time, and it's not even about the money. It's about achieving the goal. Is that I think I've been hell-bent on reaching 3,000 watch hours for a pretty long time now. And not only that, I want to feel like I'm actually like contributing to it, not just on Fridays or on Sundays. Like, I actually want to be a creator. I want to be someone who can push myself and actually make something that I'm proud of on YouTube, even beyond just podcasting. I like putting together videos. I feel a sense of accomplishment when I do it. And so I want to feel like I have a sense of growth on the channel. I don't want to have a feeling like I'm just doing this over and over and over the same thing until the day I die. I want to feel like it's a channel where I can just do something spontaneously, or make a short, or make a video, or something. Like my time at LFA, I still want to make that video. It's taken me a while to do it, and I'm mad at myself for not doing it. Like it's the same thing I do with my education and my work. I obsess with it. I want to make sure that it's done. I want to. And I was a straight A student in all of college, and if I wasn't obsessed with it, I wouldn't have done it. So I think I've taken that same approach to YouTube, and I don't think it's maybe meshed as well, since YouTube is not really like, if you're not making a bunch of subscribers and watch hours, it's not really a job, it's a passion project. So I've taken my approach that I've taken to work in general in my life, and I've applied it to this, but I need to realize it's a different kind of work entirely, and it's about passion. So it's fun.
So there's an underlying issue with that, though. Like, you have me who's not thinking that way. Like,
No.
I would like to be monetized and all that, but I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're gonna resent me for that, then that's gonna be a problem moving forward.
I don't resent you for that.
No, and I know we've kind of already hashed that out, but it's like, I don't know. I don't want that to consume you, like, you know, like, and you said that it's not going the way you expected, and we've talked about this. Like, it takes so much time to fucking make any real money off of this or get any real views. You're hell bent on getting 3,000 watch hours. I appreciate that, and it's actually motivated me to start doing more fight companions. You know, you gave me shit for doing cards that nobody cares about: Fairtex Fight, RWS, Thai Fight, K1.
Yeah. I'm sorry I said that.
No, it's fine. Like, I mean, you're kind of right. Like, all these other fucking organizations are just cannon fodder to the UFC, but it's like,
right.
You know, it's not something that's gonna happen overnight. I mean, look at No Chill, dude's grinding away, making shit tons of videos. He's got more. I think he's got more subs than us now. He gets way more views. He puts in the work.
He's not there yet, but he's getting up there.
So, but yeah, I mean, so I don't know. I mean, that's kind of what I think is the solution. I mean, do you have any other thoughts on like a solution to the thing that's going to help? And I wanted to read this. I know you pulled up his. He says, "You guys give us nightly entertainment, and I appreciate it. I'm under a lot of stress between work and school admissions. Fuck yeah, dude. We appreciate that."
Yeah.
He says, "Yeah, man. You're working like a job, so you need time away." That's definitely a good point. But he said, "Obsessive compulsive is not healthy."
He's got a point. And that's not just personality. That is something I deal with.
And look, I've talked to these guys many times about different things. All of these dudes in here, for the most part, from the Rush Hour chat and Funds Flow, dude, he's got a kid that's a wrestler, and he says, you got to let it flow naturally. Don't be hard on yourself. Set a bar so high. Just have fun with it. I wholeheartedly agree with him. No Chill is begging to get into the stream.
Let's do it to finish off. We need some levity, but
yeah, I mean,
one last concluding statement. About
yeah. I'm just saying, like, is that so? What is that? That's your solution? And I mean, is there anything that you need from me?
I don't know. I guess if there's times where it looks like I'm not doing so hot, or it just looks like I really need to just relax or need a fucking joke, you know, I guess don't try to like poke the bear is what I'm saying. Like, there are moments where I'm feeling down and I don't need to feel like more negative. So that's like my one complaint, is that there are times where you think I'm doing all right and I can still go along with the punches. Like you said, like have a gimmick where we're going a bit more back and forth and hitting each other with little things. Like, that's definitely entertainment. But there are times where I'm not like in a mood for entertainment, or, you know, going along with the gimmick, and you misunderstand that, and you're like, oh, he'll react funny to this, but I don't react funny. So that's not your fault. There are times where it's hard to tell, but
yeah, and
there's something that's, I'm probably going to feel bad about it. Try not to go too far in that direction.
Yeah, and you got it. But at the same time, like, not even from me, but if you're going to be polarizing and you're going to talk mad shit to people about people in the industry, fighters, people are going to give you that without me giving you that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, man, like, I mean, you got it, dude. I'll lay off for sure. And I know that it's at times I've antagonized you a little bit. You've antagonized me. But yeah, I appreciate you telling me that. So I think that the 45-minute therapy session is over. Do you have anything else to say?
Thank you.
I'm good.
Thank you to everybody who attended. We got 14 people in here, and it's been an hour and 15 minutes. We haven't talked about MMA for the last 45 minutes. So it's honestly good for me to know that people just care about us just talking, and they like our little friendship and our back and forth about MMA and our chemistry above MMA at times. And I got to say, we really appreciate that you appreciate us. So
100%.
want to say, because I yell at the chat too. So I want to say I apologize, chat, and you're always cool.
In other words, Hank, Idaho, your sarcasm isn't appreciated when he's not in the mood. Yeah, for sure. Hank, the hood got your back. Let's go. All right, no chill.
Sweet.
And
All
Dylan, I guess.
Let no chill in, I guess.
We'll see how this goes. Juiceman says no more name calling. No promises on that.
No promises.
All right, no chill and Dylan, and I guess whoever else is gonna hop in.
Got some other shit to watch outside MMA. I want to enjoy some shit before I head to bed.
Fair enough. I'll probably keep this going for a little while, but it is about 1 a.m.
That Roundtree and Pereira fight was fucking awesome. In my opinion, that made up for a lot. So glad that ended off the card. But
even Jenny, who is in the Rush Hour chat, is fucking ruthless. She was like, that was the best fight I ever seen. She was like shitting all over the card. All right, no chills here. What's up, brother?
Yo, what's up? What's up, Skate? What's up, Hank the Tank? What's up, bro? I'll never guess what I've just been sent.
More pictures of Jessica Andrade.
Well, what's even better than or worse than Jessica Andrade?
Jandaroba.
Somebody has just leaked and shown me Raquel Pennington's nudes.
Yeah, I've seen those. Though. I've already seen those.
Oh my god, dude! Why is the left? I mean, I know that the left one's usually bigger, but that's like something like I've never seen before. It's like something happened to the one on the right. Maybe she got like body kicked.
Yeah, Jesus. Well, at least he's not champion anymore.
So I knew for a fact that you did not have anything serious to say. So
yeah,
well, that's pretty serious. Blackface. I'm on my phone, so I probably do sound different. I'm not on my computer.
And he is from the Democratic Republic of Congo. You cannot.
No,
dude. How old are you? How old are you, No Chill?
It was my birthday today. I just turned 33.
I'm sure.
33?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's told me that he's 18, 19. So
yeah, but I lie, Hank. I also told you I was Jewish. I'm not Jewish.
He also said he's from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So Hank, No Chill's just staying mysterious. I gotta appreciate it. Dylan, if you're gonna hop in.
What did you guys think about the card?
Well,
I thought it was shit.
Yeah.
To be fair to Hank the Tank, if there's any card to make me have a fucking mental breakdown, it would probably be this one.
I agree, especially Jose
these judges tonight, and all the officials were absolutely fucking bumbleclad.
Really bad.
Yeah, but have a mental breakdown over an MMA card.
I mean, no,
ridiculous.
But still, though. Hank the Tank's passionate. He's a passionate guy. He's all or nothing. He wears his heart. You could say, well, you could say it's like, oh, it's the tism, but he's putting his heart on the sleeve.
Yeah, it's very easy to assume that just from looking at me, from hearing what.
It's some of it's autism, some of it's he wears his heart on his sleeve, and you got to respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hank the Tank goes off on me every other stream. He's a fucking wild card. You never know what you're gonna get.
I'm the most high functioning autist you've ever seen.
Yeah, well, the Aldo fight was just a fucking disgrace.
I mean, that was like a low-key sneak diss, though.
Yeah.
It's not sneak diss. A lot of it is the tism, but he's just passionate. It's like, dude, what?
No, it's like half of it's the autism, half of it he puts the heart on the sleeve.
I agree. It's a good.
It's like a mix.
Good balance. Good mix.
Paradox is calling for more name calling.
More name calling.
Sure, why not? All right, great.
Yo,
Hank is a cool guy. You just gotta let the cool roll in with the punches personality. We all got it in us, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Card was dog shit. Only good fights were the main event and the Buckley fight.
Yeah, I agree as well.
I also think that part of it is that I just spend 5, 6, 7 hours watching cards, and there are times that it does beat me down. but I gotta maintain that that's the card, and I'm reacting to the card. This is the chat. I'm reacting to the chat.
Don't
and
hate
it's
the player,
equal
hate
to-
the game.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you don't gotta. You probably just leave your stream up with like a picture of the what's it called, like picture of the card, and you'll get a lot of clicks because people want to watch it for free.
That is true.
But
But
But that's not what he wants to do, and I understand that too.
I can't help it. I like having a little joke. I like doing my own variation. They just make me
Yeah.
feel like I have a sense of identity and that I'm creating something.
Why are you taking the card personally? Exactly.
Because I put a lot of investment into it, and I've watched hours and hours and hours of content on these fighters. And listen, I may be taking the job seriously, but let me get this fucking straight. I take MMA and the UFC seriously, regardless of if I had a podcast or not. I'd be saying the same shit I'm saying on this podcast that I'd say in real life. So I take MMA seriously in general. That's just an MMA problem. That's not this show problem. It's just in general.
But it's gonna affect you mentally outside of the show.
Yeah, it's probably not a good thing long term. You're probably gonna like do a watch party one day, and then somebody will get robbed and just like kill all your friends.
Mm-hmm. Well, Deuceman, let's call a spade, stalemate.
Yeah.
Try not to name call you, no matter how much Paradox the Chad wants it. I'll just name call Paradox the Chad, not you. How about that? I'm sure he's got some masochistic fetish or something. But
This was a good card, says Juiceman. It was not.
A good card. You
It
fucking
wasn't.
your mind.
Larry wants some early leans for contender. He's got Artem, Steele, Camacho, Dulov, and Gauchi.
Looks good.
Yeah, I don't really care. I
Dylan
just
said he
want
was-
Artem to win.
Dylan said he was coming on soon, so
Yeah, we'll see
Give
about that.
Zubitov and Steele are locks.
When I fought, I never took any of my fights personal, says Flo.
I'm as happy that Nick Ball actually won recently in boxing. That happened the same day that this did, and I'm a big fan of Nick Ball. I think he's a tough SOB, and he got a finish in a title fight. So I like Nick Ball. I'm glad that he's still doing well.
Paradox says that it's just fun, and I agree with him. It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Dylan's here.
I don't think it's a job.
Hello.
What's
What
up,
up?
Big
Hey,
Red?
Dylan.
Hold on a
We'll
second.
go
now.
against
I can hear the stream in the background. Turn this down.
Yeah, I'm gonna change it. All right, give me a second now. I'm
Okay, here we go. We got high functioning Dylan that doesn't do any drugs.
Jesus Christ, Gatesman.
It's crazy. It's
It's
crazy.
neutral.
I got witnesses. I don't do any drugs, goobers.
When you're tied to the result, it's gonna ruin your mood. Exactly, and it did for me when I first started making picks. I fucking hated watching fights, and then I started to realize it's like, dude, I'm gonna get mad picks wrong. Like I'm never
making
gonna have a
picks is
perfect
not
card.
fun. Why make them?
That is true.
Why
There's
not?
not even any dollars in it. I got screwed today. I lost like $4 because I was gonna make like 30.
It's a huge
So
hit, man.
I
Yeah,
lost
fuck.
$4. Yeah, I had parlays set up like crazy. I just needed the fight to end in the first 3 rounds for anybody, and I did. It ended in the fourth.
Juiceman
It-
says he's 12 days sober. Good for you, brother.
Me too.
And guess what? And guess what, Hank? I could have made $30. I didn't give a fucking shit. I didn't get mad. I was dumb enough to throw the glasses on and get on the damn stream. Right? It's just not.
Yeah,
it's
That's
not,
pretty dumb.
It's not
Well, I
perfect.
mean,
Yeah, but
let me say this. Like and this is such an embarrassing story. I fucking hate that this happened. When I was picking Tapology early on, I picked Chris Curtis against Kelvin Gastelum at like UFC 287, I think it was. And no joke, I literally fucking cried when he lost. I cried when Chris fucking Curtis, the fucking pouty bitch who's always complaining about, oh man, you mess with my drugs, oh, it's not fair. I was crying over Chris fucking Curtis and Kelvin Gastelum, and I fucking lost my shit over that. So, yeah,
But
there's
that's
definitely-
like like, and if you're gonna, and like you said, you did that when you weren't even on the show. It's like
Why?
that's gonna be a huge problem.
all right,
Right.
this is me just probably not helping, but like to play devil's advocate, that is pretty entertaining on the stream. That's pretty
Yeah. Hey.
good
wait,
for
yeah.
morality.
I mean, you are living up to the moniker, No Chill. I will not lie. That's, but in all reality, I do have to ask why. What was the thing that drew you into caring that much?
I don't know. I think it was that I'd done it for the first time, and I think a part of it is that I've applied my own worth sometimes to grades and to my success in academia and marks, A's, B's, C's, all that. I was during the pandemic fall quarter, I was fully obsessed with getting high marks first quarter out of the gate. And I came close to not getting them and I lost my damn mind and I had insomnia and I had to deal with that for 4 or 5 months.
Well, Hank, I was the same way. I like the grades were, but those are things that are important. Like I got two B's in college.
Yeah.
I myself, like I took them very seriously. That's something that the insomnia and all that. But like that's because it was towards a tangible end goal of
Right.
substance. And like I didn't. For me, uh, it was a background thing. Like I didn't have any connections. I grew up with a single mom, whole nine. Like if I wanted to go make something of myself, it was the grades. That was why I put the pressure into it. But
Yeah.
but these are different. These are different reasons. Like for like I don't know if it's because you're newer to watching the sport, but you can't control you can control the outcome of a fight the way that you can control your grades. The grades
Right.
fall all on yourself. All of your job, your career, your grades, all of them they're on you, and that's why there's pressure there. To hold it against you and
Mhm.
yourself personally, that how a fight plays out.
Yeah.
It's not even. It's just like you're doing this as a self-flagellation tactic, or like a self,
Right.
like a beating
Self
self-beating ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's no need for it. You can't control that.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think you
now
have a lot of energy.
didn't get pissed
I,
off over picks that I was wrong in for this stream for the most part. The only thing that got me upset this stream was Jose Aldo losing to Bautista in the same way that he lost to Marab when he retired from MMA.
yeah.
That made me sad. Just because he got
I
done
understand.
dirty in Salt Lake again.
I think you have so much energy, Hank, and I think that you could put that energy into like a good place, especially even with your channel. You could put all that energy into like a good place, but there's no reason to like take that energy and use it to like lash out at like the Idaho Statesman or like the members of your chat or stuff
Yeah.
like that because it was a shitty night of like MMA fights. Like you're not in there boxing or whatever. You can't be disappointed with it
Yeah.
personally. It's not your personal fucking thing. You know what I mean?
That
And
being
also,
said, I really
oh,
that
yeah, you
being
can make
said,
a
I
free
really
pick.
hope
Yeah,
that
go ahead, gang.
Denial wins his MMA fight. I'm rooting for him. Me and Dylan, we've been giving Denial some good advice going into that
Yeah,
MMA
I'm
fight he's
looking
got in
forward to that.
November.
I'm looking forward to
That
that.
I'm actually really interested in, not only because it's going to be sort of fun and thrilling, but because I care
Yeah.
about the mental health and safety, physical health and safety of my friend, and I want to see him win.
Yeah, and
That's
also,
one
by
of
the
the
way,
big.
yeah, cool breeze makes it's a good point. The grades, yes, they're important, but the other thing, yeah, is exactly that. Like when you're doing an interview, it's like a beer test. They call it the beer test. Would you want to have a beer with this person after work? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And you
Yeah,
never know who's going to help you out. So, if whether you know it or not, those types of things they permeate into your other life interactions, and that is the last thing that you want. Like
right.
you could, in all reality, you could pick the card entirely right or entirely wrong, and your channel's growth will not be affected one way or the
Yeah,
other by it. Like because they're not looking to you. You're not one of those scamming debt, channels that I
right.
fun of all the time. You're offering a take. You're providing entertainment to people, and that's the
That's
point. Like they're there for your personality, and so like you, if you think that it has anything to do with like if I get these picks wrong, people are gonna trust what I'm saying, and that channel's not gonna grow. Then you're far mistaken. If anything, the getting things wrong and just like being self-deprecating is actually extremely endearing.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, like exactly to your point, I got number one on the Rush Hour Tapology tournament that I had been working for pretty much since this podcast started, and
Yeah.
I thought, oh, that'd be great. and then like I got what 1 or 2 subscribers. To be fair, it was nice hearing Artem MMA say, "Hey Hank, good job with the picks." That felt pretty good. But then afterwards, I just had a sense of realization, like it's like the ending of the movie Soul, where he got the dream job he always wanted, and then he was on the subway, and then he went back home. Absolutely nothing changed in his life, and he realized that he had to take a different perspective.
You do realize that most of these people that are making pretty much 90%, like I feel like you're looking for way too much validation from just like people who are just autistically obsessed with MMA content, making like $150 a month. Like that's just like it's like it's a little crazy how you could like it felt good to hear the validation from Artem. Like Artem MMA is a nobody. I'm a nobody. Like it's not fucking like deep at all. There are so many other things in your own like you shouldn't put your own personal life's like energy, goals, and achievements into MMA YouTube, which you're saying is like a job, but you're not making money from it. And when you do, it'll probably be like $15 a month at first. So it's like you gotta maybe just like not be so tense. Just like ease up. I'm not saying you gotta like not put energy into it, but you gotta ease up because I do feel like you're way too committed to like doing this.
I feel like
Go ahead.
sure, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, so there's a logical fallacy that people fall into. It's called the hammer nail theory, where a man with a hammer thinks every problem's a nail. So you constantly you put more and more like emphasis into it, more like brute force into it. It'll make it work, but sometimes like taking it in a nonchalant way and taking it in like a casual way is much healthier, and it actually is organic for growth of the channel. Like people will it'll resonate with people. Like you're coming in there and you're having a fun time, so they'll have a fun time.
And I think that relates to MMA at large, right? Like when we got these guys that are like you said on the preview show, Dylan, like with Alexander Hernandez, how he was like trying to be so serious and so like taking. What did you say? He was like taking classes on how to do interviews and stuff.
He replaced developing his MMA skill set with sounding consummate on interviews.
Right. It's like that shit's cringy. We don't even like that shit. We think that shit's lame. We want to see guys entertain us. We like it more when people are more nonchalant about, not necessarily nonchalant about their career. We want them to take their career serious, but like when they're just like, and we like to see fighters that take losses take it, like
in stride.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that kind of relates to the same thing. It's like we're making MMA content and we're just going like, dude, we've been taking classes on how to grow the channel. It's like we just want to see some content, bro. Like,
the people just want to see people go in there and spitball and do bullshit around and hang out, and
exactly.
they want you to be hanging out.
Yo, Hank, I think you should train MMA. I think you should be an MMA fighter. You got too much. I'm dead serious. Like you got too much passion to be fucking like watching it. I think you want to be in there, and I think you should be in there if you think you could do it. I think you got too much passion to just be watching it. You should be in there.
I feel like maybe I could pour it into like self-defense and boxing training and maybe MMA training. But my dad said it right. I think I got too good a brain to let it go on MMA.
I've always said that like
nobody's got too good a brain.
I've always said that like training is fine up to a certain point. If you're gonna do sparring and you're gonna actually have like smoker fights and like amateur fights, it's not worth the risk unless you're like really fucking good at it.
Try jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
I think jiu-jitsu. Yeah, you seem like a jiu-jitsu guy, Hank. You would be. Yeah. You seem like you could be.
Chummy Boy says, "Whoops, I tuned into an intervention."
Yeah.
Chummy Boy, it's the truth. It's a cerebral thing. It's good for your mental, physical health. It'll help you sleep if you have insomnia, like I do. It's nothing is more like because part of the insomniacs, there's a good amount of us that like you feel like you stay up because you didn't do enough like substantial things in the day to like sleep, and like you feel like your brain's active and you want to like accomplish something. For you, I think it's been streaming, but like you get a good jujitsu class in there, and you learn some stuff. You feel a little bit more formidable. You feel good about yourself. Then you get some sleep, and it's good, and you don't run the risk of getting a goddamn concussion. Like
Yeah.
I would recommend it. The smart people that I know a lot of smart people
Hey,
that joined it, and they
I mean,
enjoyed
look,
it.
that's why I skateboard, right? Like it's the thing that I do. Like I work, I watch fucking MMA, and I fucking skateboard. That's my life, you know.
Yeah.
And it's
I'll
something that
try
I
to-
can,
I'll do something.
pour my heart and soul into, and it actually is tangible, landing a new trick, whatever. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
you need
I'll-
like another passion than MMA too.
Yeah, I'll get out and touch grass some more and.
and I think that this has been like kind of hard
More
on
time.
Hank because now we've got 3 people fucking coming at him a little bit.
Nah, I'm
telling
not
him
coming
what he
at
needs.
him. I'm
No,
on-
I know you're
think-
not, but
I
he's
think Hank's great.
By no
with
chill
his,
standards, he's
stuff.
definitely not coming.
dude. No. I'm not saying like coming at him, but it's more like he's already had to hear it from me for 45 minutes, and now we've done another 25. So we got to ease up on him a little bit. I don't know.
He's a big boy. He could take
I
it.
think all I want to just
No
say.
chill.
to
How old are you?
motivate-
No chill. How old are you? Don't.
He won't tell us.
Stop bullshitting,
I'm
you
32,
child.
bro.
If you're a child, I swear to God, I'm gonna get your channel banned for making me talk
32.
to little kids. I don't talk to
Misinformation.
little kids. I'm a 29-year-old
32, bro.
adult. If you have
That's
a voice changer on that thing, I swear to God, I'm ripping that thing out the cord.
I don't got a voice changer. I'm on my cell phone. I probably sound a little different.
I swear to God, no chill. You better hope I don't find out that you're a 17-year-old with the voice changer now.
Nah,
Oh,
fam.
freak out. You'll be
He said
so
No,
fam.
mad.
He said nah, fam. 32-year-old.
Nah, fam.
Yeah. He's got
wild in this
TikTok
shit,
brain. Oh no, he's got TikTok brain. We're screwed.
No,
I
I'm just
don't
trying to
go-
cut.
I
I'm
don't
just
have
gonna.
TikTok.
I'm just trying to cut Hank some slack right now. Like he's
Yeah.
been hearing it from 3 people now. So
Well, that's
I like your
that's why I'm
haircut,
going
Hank.
at no chill instead. I
all right,
Well,
Hank.
Hank,
can you feed me your age? Feed
Go
me
ahead.
your age.
Oh, hold on, go
I will
ahead.
drop a hefty donation.
Hold
to
on,
your
Dylan.
channel.
I'll fucking mute your
all
ass.
right, bro. Here, I'll drop. It's my birthday today, so it just changed. I'll drop a.
You'll drop a.
Gotta drop that.
All right, what were you gonna say, Hank?
Well, I just wanted to say one thing in order to make me just feel better after this. Dylan, I am sorry that I said something mean towards you and that I
Dude, it's water
disrespected
under the bridge. It's all good. I was giving you hypothetical. Seriously, like, I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna leave the channel. I'm like, think about it like this. My point was like, oh, if you do this, you could polarize somebody like me who is
Right.
just
Yeah.
a supporter. It was a hypothetical. I'm not going anywhere. I talk to Skate on the phone like every weekend, dude.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I feel better.
we wanted to fucking go to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Fuck
They
Yeah,
got
everyone.
canceled.
one.
Dude, I had a whole fucking month-long trip planned around that. and
Yeah,
What are you
they're
gonna
calling
do
it
for a
one.
month
I'm
in
calling it
Atlanta?
done.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
they
gonna be in Atlanta for a month. I live in Idaho. I was gonna drive to Key West. I was gonna drive to fucking Key West and skate all the parks along the way.
You
No
were
wonder
you
you're
were
gonna do
wanting
that.
some
Otherwise
chocolate
you're
Atlanta
gonna stay in
sugar,
Idaho.
Statesman.
What's that? You guys are talking over each other.
I said,
You
haha,
were
you're in
wanting
Idaho,
some.
haha.
Okay, what
You
you
were
say?
wanting some Atlanta chocolate sugar. I think is what you were thinking.
I mean,
What?
I'm not into chicks like that, bro.
Oh, okay.
Do you think
I'm just being honest.
Like what?
What?
Like what? like what?
Chocolate sugar.
Oh, okay.
Wait, did
All
you
right.
say
all white
chicks with
sugar for
sugar?
me,
Like,
bro.
as in, like,
did. You won rounds 1 and
I like
2.
chicks with sugar, just not chocolate sugar.
I got you.
no, he knows what he's saying. I don't think this is a kid. I think this is a.
Why would
I think
why would I be a kid, bro? In what world would I be a fucking kid?
Yeah, I don't know. You're not 35. When people start dancing around their age on here, I usually assume that they're like hiding that they're 17.
Nah, I don't like doxing myself, bro.
Show Me Boy says fly to Thailand then. I would if I had a fucking
Nah.
passport, but I fucking don't.
Hey, no
Um,
chill. My first
What's
and
up?
last name is on my channel, and I have caused a hefty amount of beefs and quarrels. I think that you'll be fine. And
Nah,
look,
I'm good. I'm good on that, bro. I would
you
not.
don't
I'm
have to
still
run the
good on
risk.
that.
I'm just. If anything, I'm just gallivanting the fact that I definitely have doxed myself, and I
Yeah,
have not didn't
I've
take it
done
out
I've
yet.
done the same, and I'm fucking vaping on the fucking show. Like
Send it
people
to,
got a lot of
Fair
shit on me.
Dude, my
Yeah,
team
yeah.
watched.
Hold on,
I'm
hold on.
pretty
I
sure-
wanna
Yeah, go ahead,
address
go ahead.
this. Okay, Immortal says he cannot see the ticker.
Yeah.
What's
he's
the
on his
ticker?
The ticker is the bottom thing that's running across the bottom of the screen, so you can see it.
It
Okay,
says like and subscribe.
I'm gonna
That's
take
what
it
it
off
says.
and I'll put it back on.
Yeah, it's like the little ESPN
Yeah,
news
you're
thing
using your
that's running on the
iPad.
bottom.
Squeeze it out, make it smaller, and you'll be able to see it. All right,
Actually,
since we're
you
doing
should just
confessions, I
expand it
killed the
over.
homeless guy.
Yeah, expand it over my face.
Oh,
So you
Oh.
were Patrick Bateman. You just
what?
murdered a homeless man in the alley once.
Whoa.
Yeah, facts, Cool Breeze.
Cool Breeze says he'll take
yeah,
me
you
to
never been to
Magic
Magic
City and
City, bro.
he'll change my mind about chocolate.
What the shit is Magic City?
Bro, it's not a thing
You
you
don't know
press
Magic
on.
City?
It's not a thing you press on. It's just scrolling at the bottom
Yeah, it's
underneath
like no, you
all
like
of our
squeeze it,
screens.
like you know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Oh yeah,
doesn't-
like make it
Like you
bigger.
zoom it in and out.
It's
Okay,
just
you know what I'm gonna do?
Yo.
I'm just gonna put the cash app tag in the chat, and then he
I already
can see
did.
that.
I already did.
Oh well, I'm gonna do it again.
Yo, Dylan, Magic City is like it's like Disneyland for fucking white retirees.
Well, I'm almost
That
30 years
is
old, and
valid.
I'm red, so actually I can't go there. Where's the red
No,
retiree?
you'll be having a blast. All right, thanks for the back of the head spin.
Yeah, Hank, are you checked out, bro? You wanna hop out of here?
A little bit, tiny
All right,
bit.
man. You're
You're
good.
allowed
You're
to,
good.
buddy. Hey, by the way, don't be hard on yourself.
I won't. I'll try not to in the future.
If
All right.
anything, just take it as just take it as you have like a bunch of people that like you and they're friends with you, and so you know they want you.
All
Thank you.
three of us
Yeah.
included, man.
Thanks, man.
Well, yeah,
Well,
well,
catch
me just halfway. No, I was just
Enjoy
playing.
post show, you guys, and I'm glad we recovered from UFC 307 more than anything else. So have a good night, you guys. Stay safe.
All
All
right,
right, man.
peace
All right,
out.
man.
Hey, no chill.
Type in this.
What's up, bro?
What is my record right now in the game, the simulation
I
game?
stopped doing it.
What?
Yo, Hank, you're still on, brother.
I know I'm trying to close it.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Bye.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. Wait, why do you?
I
Why do
haven't-
you
I
All
say
right.
haven't been li- I went live maybe like I know other host gets would be like, oh, you're grinding and shit. I'm like, bro, I went live maybe like 2 times this past 2 months, bro. I haven't been grinding.
No, but what
But
happened?
you're
to the
live
game?
for like hours and hours and hours.
Yeah. That's facts though. I'll go live for like 18 hours.
I
if
know.
got time. Yeah, that's wild.
That's gangster. That's better. You get it all out right then, and then you saunter out of there.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
good,
just
man.
fuck off for a couple weeks. But
I
yeah,
mean, look
I
at
didn't want to say
look at my
anything.
hiatus. I haven't streamed in 4 months.
But you're not the streamer. Remember,
I'm
that's
not a
your
streamer.
gimmick. You're not the streamer.
I'm not a streamer.
Gargantuan Red.
Gargantuan Red is not a streamer. He did
Artem
that-
says
Yeah.
Artem says that Hank would suit a mullet. Love it.
Nah, I don't think so, bro.
Love it.
I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to cause more things. But Hank, I don't know if you know, he crashed out on me so bad during somebody's live. He was crashing out so bad because I think I asked him like I made like a joke. I was like, "Yo, have you ever got like pussy before?" And he crashed out.
He
He was
told
like,
me
"Bro,
about it.
fuck you."
Yeah,
Like,
I
"Fuck
heard
you,
about
you
it too.
lazy cunt." I was like,
I
"All
heard
right,
about
bro."
it.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Is like, and that's why we needed to do this tonight. And it's fucking
Yeah.
It lasted like a whole hour now. Like, cause he went at me, and I was like, all right, dude, this is not gonna work.
I didn't see it. I was watching the fights.
No, you should
I
have.
can
This is what
imagine.
everybody should have been doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I said, it's like you can't cuss at me and crash out on me and then apologize and then just do it more. Like it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, he has been crashing out. It's been a rough week for the tankster. But you don't think he should do MMA? I think he could use a little brain damage. Like you never know.
I don't know.
I think he's too smart.
I honestly don't even think like Dylan said that you should do jujitsu. Like
Yeah.
I don't even think that like jujitsu is because you're gonna just wreck your body at a certain point. Like I think
Fuck
learning,
that, bro.
I think
You're gonna live one time and then you're gonna fucking die. You're gonna wreck your body doing anything.
Yeah, throw
Fuck
my body
that.
in the trash after I die.
no, I understand, but
Yeah.
it's like like my wrist is broken. This wrist, like one of these fingers is broken. Like I skateboard,
Trash.
and it's not like because I'm trying to go pro, but it's like I seriously think that like as far as like jujitsu and especially fighting in general, like will fuck you up if you're actually fighting and sparring.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but it's just jujitsu. Unless somebody's like holding on to a joint lock more than they should, it's not like you're gonna get fucked up too bad.
Fair enough.
Maybe, I mean, what do you want me to say? Yo, Hank the Tank, you should start doing fucking yoga. Like, I don't know, man. I think he wants to be in the combat world a little bit. I get that vibe from him.
If that's what he wants to do, I'm not going to stop anybody, but I just don't.
My point is just workout. Like working out, exercise is good.
I think he already does. Artem says, "What happened to my goat, Hank? He's done. He's fucking over it."
Yeah, he just said, he was like, yo, Artem, MMA, you are the best. And without you, he had a crash.
Mod Paradox. All right, let's see.
Nah, I'm not even modded on here. Don't mod that fucking bum.
Whoa, I don't know how to do it.
That English bum.
Yeah, no chill. Yeah, I thought the same thing about you on your last stream, and then you made me mod, and so
Yeah, I don't know why
I don't know how to mod people on StreamYard.
I'm a mod on everyone's stream.
Yeah, so Andrew B was my first moderator.
That's fair. That's a good pick.
But then I just started doing it to everybody because I don't really care that much.
Yeah, a good mod doesn't use it unless someone is crying, and then I'll use it sometimes.
Paradox. I don't know how to mod people. Do you know how to do it?
Paradox a G.
Do you know how to mod people?
Yeah, I think you just click, go in the chat, and there'll be like 3 dots, and you just click it, and then it says add moderator.
I have delete
Chummy
comments,
would
put
know, not a
user in
character.
timeout,
It
and
wasn't a
ban
character,
and
Chummy
delete
would.
all their comments.
Oh wait, are you not logged into your the Skate Tank MMA account?
I am.
It should be right there. It should say add moderator.
All right. Well, I'll do it next time. I'll do it next time.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
By the way, don't forget, Dylan Shakin said if I told him how old I was, he would give me a hefty donation. Don't forget those words came out of your. You're definitely high as fuck, my guy. Correct?
Why does he always say? Why does everybody think I'm high? I don't smoke weed.
Because you're a fucking spaz.
Yeah, you're
No,
spazzing.
that's
Tonight
me.
you're spazzing.
That's me. Why do you guys think I'm stoned all the time?
I've never seen you spaz like this. Maybe
Tommy
it's
Boy
just late.
says, "I thought he was playing a character when he rages." No, that's genuine
That's what I said.
rage
No, he's
from the
not playing
bottom
a
of his heart.
Oh yeah,
But I think you should let him
so.
rage if you want to become a successful channel. That'll go viral.
Yeah,
Do you see what it's doing to him?
No. I mean it's how serious could it? It's just MMA picks.
Not.
He's
Not
gonna take it.
to
He's
him.
not gonna, bro. What? Like it's not like no like offense, but applies to my channel too. But it's not even like it's not a job. It's just you do it for fun or whatever.
That's what I've been trying to tell him. That's what I've been trying to tell him.
Like when I say it's not serious, I mean it's so not. Like I don't know. You just have fun and on it. There's like not a big audience for it. Not even City Life. City Life Project doesn't even have it as a job. He has a different job. Like I don't know, bro.
Hold on, I gotta give shit to fucking Generate. So they just made it back from Iron Man. Did I miss anything? Well, first of all, you missed the intervention. That was fun. And you missed the whole card. You're a casual. Dane calls me a casual on like twice a week. You're the casual. He fucking went to Iron Man instead of going to UFC 37.
What the fuck? You smoked those all tonight, Dylan?
No, it's my graveyard of cigarettes. I smoke cigarettes, homie. I don't smoke no weed.
No.
Justin says he walks on eggshells with Hank with my picks and who I root for. Yeah.
But don't you like? But I kind of think it's the most fun when Hank kind of fucking spazzes at me. But I don't know if it's affecting him. I guess.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It definitely is. And also, he definitely called me autistic today, and I am on the spectrum. So
Dude, he threatened to delete the channel today.
Yeah.
No way. Well, if he's
that's why we had to have this fucking talk.
If he's calling you autistic, Dylan, I'm just saying you can't throw rocks in a fucking glass house. First off, that's something
Well,
wild.
I didn't even really give a shit, but to be honest with you, like, you know, it's a microcosm. Not everybody is like as trigger happy. I mean, like, you know, shit talk happy as me. Like, I like the
Yeah.
banter. I did. That's the only thing I
Same.
ever did on here. You know, I want the roast, but that's me. That's not like the populace of people that are on here. Not everybody wants that. So that, you know,
Yo,
so
I wonder
I'm making a point to
If
him.
Khalil chinned him, I think he would have deleted your channel.
He probably would have. Artem, he says it's a very small niche. There's not that many MMA fans that watch MMA YouTube. I feel everyone that I know doesn't watch MMA YouTube. Oh yeah, 100%.
I don't have many friends that watch. I don't have any friends that are into MMA at all. That's why I do MMA
Yeah, I
YouTube.
barely have any myself.
All my friends watch football.
There's a
I
lot
don't
to
really like
unpack
football
here.
that much.
Yeah, Kung Fu would work too. I did Kung Fu once, but I didn't like it. We need Jay Smooth here, a voice of reason. Well, we've been doing that for like, oh gosh, going on
Did
an
you
hour.
guys actually get to break down the card?
Yeah, we broke. That's what we did first.
Oh, just like first here, like
Yeah,
let's
let's
break
get down to
the
business
breakdown, yeah,
first.
yeah, the
And now there's
breakdown.
that was way more people in here. But yeah, that's what I did first, and then we had our talk.
It's
So
funny how
when
now
did he get mad? I don't know when he
the
got
post
mad, man.
scrum post fight part of this is like the most people that are watching this right now.
Right now, right?
Yeah, because Paradox the Chad rated. He had like 10 viewers before.
None of my close friends watch MMA, but they would watch big cards if I invited them to. I'd say I call my friends from high school and watch some UFC. Yeah, dude, nobody gives a shit about. I mean, that's a funny thing, dude. Is like Dana wanted UFC to be big. He wanted to be on TV, and now it is. But like even so, like people that watch MMA, they know who. Like at least around my age group, I'm 26.
Yeah,
Oh
me
no! Oh no! People know. Yeah, whatever. Fucking no chill. Fuck you.
What's your last name, baby? I got it
So
up.
like they know who Sean O'Malley is. You know, it's like
too.
that's all they know, and it's not like they're
Yeah,
paying
Sean
for
O'Malley's
cards.
popular with the casuals. That's like my cousins. Like my cousins watch MMA, but they love Sean O'Malley. I'm like, why, bro? I'm like, why?
Yeah, and that's facts too. Artem, he says they only watch the UFC, or they don't even watch the UFC. They just or watch MMA. Yeah, watch the UFC, sure, but like most people don't even watch the UFC. They just kind of know Conor McGregor's a fighter, and like it. And that's what the point I was getting into is like people don't really watch. Like a lot of people really watch the UFC.
No. You want me to tell you about the guy that I went to go I was at grooms with at his wedding in Utah skate. So he's watched 2 MMA events with me and maybe 2 fights on each. 2 of the 4 MMA events, I mean two of the 4 MMA fights that he's watched were the Joaquin Buckley spinning knockout on Impa Kasanganov
Sick.
and the spinning back elbow that Yuri landed on Dominic Reyes. How the fuck are you not a fan of the sport after you watch both of those things?
Not
I've
enough
watched this,
grappling.
I mean, I've watched this sport since 2006, and those are like 2 of the best fucking things I've ever seen on
Yeah.
in combat sports. And the guy is out to lunch. He doesn't even like the sport. I'm like, okay, some people just see this shit and they're just like, oh, I guess this was like a brutal thing, and I don't really want to watch this. I don't know. Some people are just still. Maybe I just was left behind in the evolutionary times, and I'm still in hunter gatherer times. But I love it.
Dane asks if Wonder Boy retired. Did he? I don't know.
No, he didn't.
Connor brought so many people to the UFC that don't understand fighting. Well, to be fair, like I remember because the UFC came to Boise a long time ago. It was in the Fox days, and I think Chad Mendez was on the card. But no, it was. I think it was JDS was on the card, and he got super big. And I remember like playing the UFC game. So I didn't really watch fights until 2019 because what got me into the sport was Khabib and Conor.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
Yeah, me too.
So that's when I started watching. But you asked how we met, right? How I met Hank the Tank.
Me.
No chill.
No, I just said I watched Khabib and Conor to get
No,
into
you
it.
said, but
How
you
did-
said you're like, how did you even meet this dude, or how did you even get this
Me.
channel?
Well, sure.
Me.
Okay, I thought that's what you said. My bad.
No, I said I also watched Khabib and Conor as my
Yeah,
first
it was like 10 minutes ago.
fight.
Yeah, it's not that serious. Even people here watch Friday Fight because it was on TV on Prime time, and he lives in Thailand. When everyone is getting home, it's not that serious. Most people don't get out of their way to watch the stuff. Yeah, but that's the reason. Is like the 16 people in this chat, No Chill and Dylan, like, and me, we're all fucking hardcores, and like, I fucking since 2019, I didn't know shit about fucking MMA, and that's when I
Same.
really wanted to learn, and I found Rush Hour, and I started asking him shit, and that's really what made me a hardcore fan, was fucking tuning into those streams and just
I'm an
talking to people about
OG out
MMA.
here. Damn, I'm an OG out here. I watched the fucking I was UFC 57. I've watched every event since UFC 57. I watched Bisping get knocked out by Henderson live. Yeah, I was back then. I was
Damn.
really watching. Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched that shit
I watched
live.
UFC 1 up until now.
I've seen every event to this point, but like, I mean, that's when I started watching live. I watched every
Yeah, I know what you mean.
live from that point forward.
Paradox says Wonder Boy should retire. He's only been KO'd twice.
That wasn't really a knockout, to be honest. It was like a TKO.
That was out of nowhere. I mean, honestly, I knew that there was a threat that could happen. It's not a turtleneck. It's funny as shit. I was just looking at myself. I'm like, this is a turtleneck looking thing. No, this is a fucking hood. I got a hood on.
AJ, don't bullshit yourself. You're a fucking hardcore.
I'm not even a hardcore, bro. I don't even know what MMA really is.
Nothing
got
wrong
deep-
with not
I
knowing
got
about
deep going on
MMA.
the
It's more
community.
normal. Yeah, that's why we're all hardcores.
I got
360.
deep going. There's a deep event right now, by the way.
Yeah, me too. I'm watching it very legally.
How are you guys watching it?
Someone linked it up in a Discord that I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm no paying for that shit, and I can't find the links either.
Dylan, you got a link for it?
Yeah, I got a link for it.
You drop it in the chat.
Yeah, give me a second.
I'll fucking watch that shit, and I'll go over to
Wait. No, chill. Are you by your computer right now?
What? No, I'm not by my computer.
You're watching it on your phone?
Yeah. No, I'm watching it on my TV.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Drop it in here, and I'll fucking send everybody over to Isha's channel, and I'll fucking stay up all night and watch that shit.
You should,
I'll probably do Thai fight in the morning too, so I probably won't sleep.
Jesus.
Yeah, that sucks for you. Thai fight
Jesus
international.
Christ.
Dope.
No. I did K1 all night. I didn't get to bed till 6 in the morning.
Yeah, that shit was so fun, especially
Dude.
the main event. Holy fuck, dude!
Nah, dude, Jerome LeBanner getting slept was
Senior
so sad.
citizen slaughter. That was fucking.
He's
wild.
51, dude.
It's 52. He's 52. You're
Oh,
not
okay.
51.
Okay, well, fucking A.
yeah,
You're
he's
32. You're 18. You're 26.
Jerome
I became-
LeBanner is 52 years old. Which is
I became
just
a
fucking
diehard fan
insane.
right before 241. Yeah, I didn't even watch Khabib and Conor like live. The first event that I watched was the pay-per-view. Like the first card I watched all the way through was Whitaker and Adesanya.
Yeah.
And what really made me go, okay, I gotta get ESPN Plus was the event before that was Cowboy knocking out Gaethje, and I was like listening in on some fucking bootleg commentary of the fight, and I was like, dude, Gaethje finished Cowboy. I gotta watch this shit. And then I found Jay's channel like a little bit after that, but
You know how I met No Chill? You know how that happened?
you went to Africa.
Yeah. No, I went to Zimbabwe specifically. That's where I found him. Yeah, I happened upon him.
No.
The truth is that he's a 67-year-old oracle there doing voodoo.
Damn, you know what's up.
No, yeah, no. How I met him is I was trying to get you a membership on each stream. Remember?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
That
blew
was
like
so funny.
I blew like $150.
I remember that. I was actually there.
That's
Just
so
rolling,
funny.
just rolling memberships, and then on I did it for 2 days, and then the third day, I'm in there in the morning, and I just do I think I did like one. Didn't even know No Chill was there, and he gets it, and we were going nuts, and No Chill wasn't even actually active in there. I think he had a tab open from the stream or something. It was like elsewhere, and we're all going nuts. We're like, fuck yeah, let's go. Like, let's go, no chill. Like, you're here. Like, did you see it? And it wasn't even. I didn't even get to see his reaction to finding out. He found out like 12 hours later. And I'm like, okay. Well, I wanted to pop off $175 on the ring to pop off.
But
You
bro,
got-
I can't be Isha has a good channel though. But I wasn't watching that shit. I think the first event that I ever watched live, like full thing, was probably Pereira versus Prohaska. Definitely.
Wow.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
Chummy Boy says last night's RWS was fun. I hope it was. I'm starting to enjoy these smaller promotions. I'm not really
That's
into
good,
fucking the regional bullshit. Dylan, give me the fucking link for this fight, fucking asshole.
No, if I do, then it's gonna cut me out of the stream entirely. I'll just put it in after.
Well, it means I gotta end the stream. I just turned 40. Nice to see all the
Your
people in
phone
the
number,
chat to
you
me. I don't
fool.
feel out of place. Hell yeah, 316. Dude, Dane is 51, but he's a fucking good homie of mine. He's the first person to get me to an event, which was Denver last year. Just seeing that he was like going to Denver, he's like, "Who wants to go?" I was like, "Shit, I'll fucking go." And
Damn.
yeah, dude, good
How
fucking
was it?
friend of mine.
Live.
The last year's Denver card was so sick. But nothing really it fucking pales in comparison to the card that just happened recently in Denver. Holy shit, that was.
Did you went?
Yeah, I went to both one events in Denver.
Damn, that's cool. I've never been to an MMA event live.
Well, fucking come through, man. We'll go to one.
Yeah, first I gotta get my driver's license.
32-year-old without a license.
Yeah. Well, first I gotta graduate freshman year.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Told you this fucker's a kid.
This motherfucking guy, dude.
Guy, he's a kid. He's a kid.
There's a fight on now. Yeah, there's Deep on right now.
Deep is so cool.
Oh,
Dude.
the fights last night. Yeah, K1, they were sick.
Yeah, Deep is.
That was a
doing-
good stream,
they're-
too.
they're
I appreciate
filling
everybody
they're filling
being in
the
there.
void of Ryzen.
All right,
That seems to be
all right,
on every night.
All right, I'm gonna watch Deep, man. So Dylan, I need that link. Get the
Yeah, I'll
fuck
think
out-
about
get-
it.
No, what the fuck?
I'll think about it.
Get that shit. Let me see.
Yeah,
I'll
we're gonna
send- I'll
keep the
send it to
stream
you.
going. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go do stuff for my birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, you gotta go get ready for school on Monday.
You got your birthday party at Shadowland. You got
Yeah, fucking
laser
Chuck
tag
E.
to get to.
Cheese.
Yeah, you get some Chuck E. Cheese to get to. You get some tokens. He's a young boy. Then you get your driver's test. You get your driver's test after that.
All right, later, no chill.
See you, buddy. See
Yeah, he
y'all.
left. You're leaving too?
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you said you were leaving. You goofy.
Well, hold on. I think I got this shit. Hold on. Wait, it's in the City Life?
Yeah, it's in the city life.
Oh, I don't see it. Wait, I don't see it. Where is it at?
Oh, did it expire? Just go up to you just ask him for it, dude.
Starting Deep now. It didn't expire. What are you talking about?
You know, the chat might have been earlier on. I'm saying the chat might have burned up because the link for it.
Well, I'm on it now.
Oh, you got the link. Okay, cool.
No. I'm on the fucking City Life. It's not in the general chat.
Yeah, I think you put it in the chat a little while ago and you didn't pin it, so it burned up. Just asking for it.
Fight stream links. The only one is the K1 stream.
What? All right. What time is it? Dude, it's fucking 3:35. Yeah. That's the problem.
Oh, it's on YouTube. All right. Well,
Wait, there's 15 people still in here? Jesus Christ.
hook me up with a link. I'll hook you up with a link when fucking Dylan sends it to me.
Don't look for me. Hold
Give me
on.
the link, asshole.
I sent you the link. Shut up. Oops. That was
Drop it
you.
in the chat. You're a mod, right? Yeah, I don't see it. CB been up for 2 days.
Me?
No, it's in Cool Breeze's chat. Oh my gosh. What a fucking show.
Did you see what Hank saying in the chat conversation?
No, what is he saying?
Skate and Dylan have 18 viewers still. I gotta have interventions more often.
Oh my god. Oh, that's fucking awesome. No, the interventions aren't supposed to be a.
What is he talking about? Wait, hold on. What does this say? What does this say? Um, Isha should substitute as a test dummy for car companies, helping out Dylan in our chat. What? Helping out me with what? I don't even understand what is he talking about, dude. I don't understand. What does it even mean?
Well,
Okay, here. It's a yeah. It's I just got Isha to put it in the stream for you. That's why I was saying,
dude, you're dumb. That's you have to be a member of Deep,
yeah, it's like $1, dude.
dude. It's $20 a month.
Fuck that. No,
It is.
where's my link?
That's what I'm saying. That's not the link.
Oh shit. Well, I closed mine. Hold on. Let me go back to history. Fuck.
You need that link.
Where the hell is fucking No Chill when we need him right now? Now I need him. Now I need it.
You should said a deer ran into him. What a casual.
Wait, on foot?
I don't know. We're gonna hear all about it here in a little bit when I
Yeah.
get that link. So I want to share it to everybody in the chat.
It's hot. I want to share it too. It's hot. Well, sure enough, I'm not wearing
How the
this
fuck do
thing,
you
but-
find Deep?
Dude, I had it. I had it in my fingers.
What was the website?
I had never seen it in my life. It was like in hieroglyphics, dude. it was in the Bible.
All right, later 316. Glad you could join us for our interesting stream today.
Yeah, it was interesting. Hey, it was interesting. You got viewers. You got eyes.
Good eyes.
W. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna find a link for you, but I'll text it to you. I'm gonna go to bed.
No, you can't text it to me. You gotta drop it in the chat.
Oh fuck! No, I don't have it. I don't have it right now. I'm going
What
to
is
bed.
wrong with
I got a
you?
girl here.
Where did you
I got a
find
girl
it?
here. I got a girl here. You know it.
Okay,
Shut up.
all right, but where?
My shirt's already off. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, that's fine. Where did you find the link? Like where was it dropped?
It got dropped in YouTube chat. Somebody put it in there. And then
Oh, okay, not the City Life.
yeah.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
Yeah, I'm asleep. I'm see you, brother.
All right, later. All right, we're out. Peace.